What? 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 Why can't you? 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 I did this. Why can't you?
Hello. It is us, the headliners. And who the fuck are you? No.
I should probably change my thing from has a pizza oven.
Well, do you still have it?
I mean, yeah, I still have it.
Stands. Pizza oven. The ruling on the field holds. First down. Billy. Hi, Gina. Hey, Russell. oBamNa. We're talking about oBamNa today, amongst other things. I'm sleepy.
oBamNa.
I kept falling asleep, trying to stay up so I could send my wife, send my wife off to work. And then, I was like, all right, I'm going right to bed. And then I went to bed. And then I woke up sleepy, and I'm just been the whole time. It's just the kid is fully charged. Her little green light's blinking, like she's good to go.
I suppose I have a similar tale. Like I went to bed a little early last night, but I woke up when my wife woke up, and she wakes up at like 5:30. And I tried to go back to sleep, but it didn't happen. So I was just up.
We're restless souls.
Now I'm
traveling in the night.
I would like to sleep again.
I miss sleep. I remember some days I would just on my days off, just sleep till 1.
Oh, yes.
What the? I don't even know what I would do. To be in bed from 2 a.m. to 1 p.m. What?
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do that no more.
No. I can't even lay in my own bed now. It's too soft. I think I'm gonna start doing some more core exercises. I think I'm getting old and getting doughboy. I gotta get carved out of wood again.
Yeah,
and for the revolution. So
yeah, you're gonna have to be in shape for the revolution.
Shape.
I'm trying to get in shape for the revolution. I've been doing some workouts, but I also have to do more lower back stuff, because sometimes when I wake up in the morning, my lower back is not good.
Yeah. Are you a side sleeper?
Yeah.
You got a pillow between your knees?
Not often.
You got to put the pillow between your knees. And even if you have thick legs, you might even need one between your ankles. Because when you go to sleep and then your legs kind of do like that.
Yeah.
You pinch all that shit.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. We're supposed to sleep on our backs, but that makes me think spiders are going to kill me.
Ooh, yeah.
That's why I don't like sleeping on my back. What if someone just antiques me? I don't know.
Jeez.
I can't. It's trauma inducing. I can't sleep like that.
I can't sleep on my back because I never slept on my back. So doing it freaks me out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like the ceiling fans about to drop any moment. Too paranoid sleeping like that. Can't trust y'all.
Man. Yeah, fuck.
Put my back up against the wall.
I've also been doing a bunch of yoga. I do yoga most days.
Hell yeah.
And that fixes my back when it hurts.
Right.
It's just stretching.
Yes, because our rubber bands are losing their elasticity.
Yeah. And I've been working on remaining flexible, because the few sports I enjoy, or the few physical activities I enjoy, revolve around me being somewhat flexible. Yeah. Sword fighting requires a lot of flexibility, and I don't want to be a couple of years from now not being able to do it. So I got to keep up on the yogas.
And it prevents injuries.
That's true. It does.
When all your shit works to its correct parameters, yes, it is safer in general. No, I got that trick shoulder. I can only throw to about a 16-degree angle, just kind of throw like that.
Yeah. I don't want to be able to not do this.
Yeah. And get back behind there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna be sexy boys by the time this is all said and done. And then what will you all do? Then I always thought they were sexy, is what you'll say. And we'll know the truth.
And then my wife will say, "Who's telling you that on the internet?"
Give me the direct email. I would not like to get an angry email from your wife.
I wouldn't like to get an angry email from my wife. She'll be like, per my last email.
Oh boy. Delete. I have an idea for a t-shirt. Magga probably wears the name of a child predator. Hey, which is it? Are you the predator or are you lying for the predator? This is the wall, the corner you've painted yourself into.
Well, Mikey, for the first video, our topic is just that. I already got rid of the thing. See, I hit the hide button early.
I thank you.
Good evening from New York. I'm Chris Hayes. Attorney General Pam Bondi privately told Donald Trump
Prep school
he
tie.
appeared in the Epstein files multiple times. And she told him this before her Department of Justice declared the Jeffrey Epstein case essentially closed. Nothing to see here, and declined to release any more files to the public, despite all kinds of promises to the contrary. Now, that's the top line of an incredible new piece of reporting from the Wall Street Journal today detailing...
Pause.
No, Rupert Murdoch, he's going to be scared of Trump.
He's really going to be... You say, yo, get every reporter we got.
He was like, "Oh, you're going to sue me, huh? Well, fuck you too. How about that?"
I also have a pair of nuts. Allow me to demonstrate. I mean, Rupert Murdoch's not this like benevolent little lamb. He's still a cutthroat asshole. That's why we've all hated him for 1,000 decades, because he refuses to decay into dust. He didn't get to have this neo-fascist media empire by being fucking handsy-pansy with everybody. Fuck you, motherfucker. Release the Kraken.
Mikey, we have breaking news. Like right now, breaking news.
Whoa.
So
damn, what a week.
Pro wrestler and known racist Hulk Hogan died today. He was 71. And yeah, man, him and fucking Ozzy Osbourne in the same week.
And Theo.
And yeah.
It comes in threes, they say.
So I had heard through some of like the wrestling news that that Hulk Hogan wasn't doing well physically, like he was having some issues.
Mm-hmm.
And there had been reports that he was like in the hospital, so I guess they were correct. As a pro wrestling fan, I have a love-hate relationship with Hulk Hogan. He is one of the most important professional wrestlers in the modern era. However, huge racist.
Yeah, even the mention of him is setting off zero. Who's gonna be quiet right now?
Wow, that worked.
I don't know what his deal is.
Hulk Hogan.
I think yeah, he hates fucking Hogan. He's a racist. Because didn't Brooke Hogan, like, she was gonna like go on a date with a black guy or something like that, and then he got caught in a recording losing his shit at the thought of Brooke Hogan with a black guy.
Yeah, and then the whole Gawker thing happened where he sued Gawker for all their money and won. Yeah, no. And his last couple appearances on wrestling TV were not great for him. I think last time he showed up on WWE programming was the beginning of the year at the first Raw on Netflix. And he was out there to promote his beer, which is called Real American Beer. And he got booed out of the arena.
Because no one likes you, Terry.
And also, he supported Trump during Trump's reelection. He was at the Republican National Convention doing the tear the shirt off with the MAGA shirt and all that. Like, unfortunately, fuck Hulk Hogan for being a MAGA racist.
Hey, when Bill Cosby dies, it'll be the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on.
Anyway.
Trash bags.
Yeah.
And it's not fair, dude, because we didn't have a whole bunch of cool heroes back then. I was a Macho Man guy myself, so I feel completely vindicated in my fanship.
Macho Man was awesome.
Dude, we'll do it after the show. Maybe we'll do it for the thing because it'll get a copyright. Maybe we'll do it for members. But we gotta listen to one of his diss tracks for Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah, didn't he put out a record?
Multiple albums.
Oh my god.
Almost 80% of the songs are at Hulk Hogan.
Oh my god.
Maybe I'll post some of those today.
That's funny.
Fuck, like, dude's a rabid racist. Fuck, dude, go. Couldn't have been gone sooner. Bye.
Yeah.
Now we can get on to with a regular ass society without these fucking weirdos in here.
Speaking of weirdos.
Speaking of the weird.
Meeting back in May between Trump, his attorney general, and her deputy, former Trump defense lawyer Todd Blanche. We'll have more about him in a moment. According to senior administration officials, Bondi and Blanche told the president at the meeting that the files contained what officials felt was, listen to this, unverified hearsay about many people, including Trump, who had socialized with Epstein in the past. One official familiar with the documents said they contained hundreds of other names. They also told Trump that senior justice
unverified
didn't plan to release any more documents related to the investigation of the convicted sex offender because the material contained child pornography and victims' personal information, the official said.
So they told Trump he's in there a bunch. And they're like, but this is like unverified. And there's other people's names in there. And we don't want to release it because like maybe there's some materials you don't want to release to the public. However,
like what? Hold on. Like what?
Like child pornography?
So that's what they think is going to get released to the public, that they're just going to put out a video file? Is that what they think is going to happen? Or still images? Is that what they think is going to get released to the press? This is such ardent pageantry. And like, it's such bullshit. Like, y'all know what the fuck we're talking about. And this whole like, oh, the earth is flat. What do you mean gravity? You mean density, buoyancy? Like, enough with the shit. You know what we're after. And we don't want to put out pictures. Ain't nobody asked you for no fucking. Did nobody ask you to see that shit? We said, who was it? Not let me see it, you nasties.
And like this part here, Trump socialized with Epstein in the past, unverified. Man, there's fucking videotape. There's pictures.
Bro, they were fucking lived down the street from each other. He went to your fucking wedding, dog. Y'all went to each other's wedding.
Yeah, you were best friends for 15 years.
So what the like, bro, stop with the gaslighting already. You're caught. Either you did it or you're covering it up.
Seriously.
So that's where we're at.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Oh, we don't want to. You guys are gonna look at kid and stop calling it fucking child pornography. It's CSAM. That is not porn.
Yeah.
Now, I should be clear here. NBC News has not independently verified this reporting, which appeared just hours ago in the Wall Street Journal. And let's be clear, the mere presence of a person's name in these files is not an indication of wrongdoing by itself. As we know, Epstein had tons of people that he was associated with.
Bill Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
The White House communications director called the Journal report, quote, another fake news story. But we do know that meeting happened. Bondi briefed Trump on the results of her DOJ Epstein investigation in May. And if the Journal's reporting is accurate, and subsequently the Times is reporting along similar lines, if Bondi did tell Trump at that meeting that his name was in the files, then why did he say the opposite when asked about that very thing last week?
Because he's a fucking liar.
Mm-hmm. Running out of real estate.
Yeah.
Running out of runway.
He's gonna either have to land the plane or crash at this point.
Or you're gonna have to do another lap and try to find something else to distract everybody with. We'll talk about that in a minute, I guess.
Specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen. And I would say that, these files were made up by Comey. They were made up by Obama. They were made up by the Biden. We went through years of.
He does not. He can't speak anymore, man.
Who is the president between Obama and Biden?
Man.
That would have been your ass. Why didn't you take care of it last time?
Who was president when Epstein was being charged and jailed? It was fucking Trump.
I'm just saying, dog. Epstein didn't die under Obama's watch. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? For it to be this grand conspiracy with Obama behind it all, he could have totally just snuffed his ass out and nobody would have been the wiser. But instead, he died under your presidency.
Yeah.
Under your DOJ.
Such a conspiracy.
Right. That everyone has against you. Like, bro, you're the conspirator. This is like Among Us, and there's two people, and you're not the fucking imposter. You're like, you're the imposter. And it was just like, or it could be you're the imposter. No, bitch.
I took a poll of myself and said, and declared that I'm not the imposter.
I have investigated myself and found no wrongdoing. Come on, man.
That with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through.
Your mouth made it look like he had an earring.
They were made by Barack Obama using his time traveling machine. He was asked directly if Bondi told him he was in the files, and he said no. And then he said the files were made up by a whole bunch of Democrats and rambled about Russia. And now we have a report suggesting that was a lie. I think he would remember if Pam Bondi told him he was in the files, don't you?
Nope.
For what reason would he lie like that? In fact, here's a litany of other things Trump has said about the Epstein case in recent weeks after he was reportedly told his name was in the files.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about.
Yo, Chris Hayes is fucking roasting him at this point.
I mean, it's hard not to. It's like every other week he's contradicting himself.
Are we still talking about Epstein, that fucking guy?
It's like a layup line, man. He just keeps saying stupid, like rule number one in the regime of Mikey Famine. If you're in a hole, drop the shovel. Just drop the hashtag drop the shovel.
Now you got to keep on digging, man.
I'm gonna dig sideways.
Dig till I get out the other side, I guess.
I guess that'll work.
Years.
He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor in terms of
Look at Lutnick.
life. I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is.
It's all been a big hoax. It's perpetrated by the Democrats, and some stupid Republicans and foolish Republicans fall into the net. And so they try and do the Democrats' work. I call it the Epstein hoax.
Remember, he was never a big factor in terms of life.
Oh, we got a $2.22 super chat for My Unfinished Journey.
Air horns, please. Hail Mikey, Tim, and some serious shit going down.
Indeed.
Thank you. Oh my God, she's poured all of her blocks out and mixed them with the cereal.
That's not ominous at all.
Why does she mix her cereal with her blocks?
Because they're both tasty.
No, you ain't chewing them bitches. Them motherfuckers is pine.
Hey, some people like a little bit of fiber in their diet.
Yo. Yo. I'm keeping my hand out of that crib. If she can chew through them bitches, I'm not picking her up out of there. I'm getting one of them, the oven mitts like that for when you get a possum in the crawl space and you gotta like, oh, come on, I don't want to do this.
The Journal report raises a lot of other questions. For instance, it says that FBI Director Kash Patel has privately told other government officials that Trump's name appeared in the files, according to people close to the administration.
Oof.
Uh-oh.
That's not good for Cash or Dan Bongino.
Good thing these aren't like, random internet people, and these are like established journalists who are willing to go on record and are willing to take what they write to court. That's the difference, is like when these Dan Bongino types and these like Alex Jones types get these conspiracy theories going, and then they compare themselves to the Wall Street Journal. They're like, no, these people write their names under their shit and they're ready to take that shit to court.
Yeah. There's a reason there's a byline.
Right. So good luck trying to distract. It's getting entertaining, at least.
Patel declined to answer the Journal's questions. Now, who exactly would Kash Patel have been telling this to? It's not clear. If he did do that, that seems like kind of a big no-no.
Joe Rogan.
It is worth noting that in the middle of all this, back in June, remember when billionaire Elon Musk had his big falling out with Trump over the bill that Trump was pushing? Do you remember when Musk tweeted, then deleted a post saying the following, time to drop the really big bomb.
Who's T-Dog?
Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump.
Yo, did someone tell Elon? And then he was like, oh, man, I can't wait to use this.
Someone probably assumed that he knew already. And just kind of says, like, oh, what? Oh, USA.
Oh, boy.
I like how he has not been in the news every fucking day. I enjoy the lack of Elon in the timeline.
It's been great, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got a little message here from my unfinished sock. Big Striker, Mikey Famine. Don't hold a double standard of evidence. Like and share the stream instead.
I agree.
Yeah, like and subscribe and become a member. Do it.
I like that Diz calls him Flump.
Lump.
The sound he makes as he goes through the room. Flump, 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 flump.
Actually, I'm pretty sure there's more of like a scraping sound because he can't lift his feet anymore. He just shuffles.
If he's doing like the vampires where it's just legs don't move. just goes. He just goes.
He just levitates over the floor.
Didn't they do that in Dune? He'll move like the Dune bad guys.
Yeah. Oh,
Look just like his ass.
Today's Journal report also cited a statement from Bondi and her deputy, Blanche, saying nothing in the Epstein files warranted further investigation or prosecution. As part of our routine briefing, we made the president aware of the findings, they said. But here's the thing. If nothing warranted further investigation, then why is the Trump DOJ suddenly in talks with Epstein's key accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell?
He said T-Dog is Trump, so Trump's a stupid Republican. Yeah. Gotcha.
Recruiting and grooming middle school and high school girls for sexual abuse by Epstein and others. And her lawyers in discussion with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, who again was Trump's person.
we got a super chat. 2 British pounds.
Air horns, please. Dan Christian breaking. Hulk Hogan dies at age 71. Yes, we just found out. But thank you for letting us know, and thank you for the super chat.
He'd come, maybe he wouldn't even come. I think maybe it wouldn't even come. You'd save your time.
Oh, dude, remember I had that Macho Man thing on my sound?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get that. or like Ultimate Warrior. Get him on the soundboard.
Personal defense lawyer and his criminal conviction. Those talks have raised speculation they might be trying to negotiate a deal with Maxwell that could get her out of jail soon. All of this comes after the Journal's bombshell report late last week describing a letter that Trump reportedly wrote the late child sex trafficker for his 50th birthday. Letter written inside a line drawing of a naked woman with Donald Trump signed where her pubic hair would be.
That's gross. It's just gross.
I feel like that was a thing for a while. Like, I feel like that was like in Playboy or something like that. Like, I feel like that was like a fad back then. I feel like I've seen stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. But like,
I don't know, or like a hustler thing or something. Because, you know, like dirty magazines used to actually be a thing. So I feel like that's something that would be in there. And I feel like that's something that he would get done for his birth. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's 1000% in his wheelhouse, and he totally would do that thinking it was so cool to do.
Do you think Trump submitted like letters to like Penthouse?
I'm sure they interviewed him because that's what you know what I mean. Like, that's what they used to do. Like, he's the perfect type of dude to go hang out with Hugh and
for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, that was a whole, like, that genre of dude is gone now.
Yeah.
Thankfully. But you know, they all wanted to be Hugh Hefners. All of them did.
Well,
they all wanted a bunny ranch.
Trump's still around, so they're not all gone yet.
Not yet.
But on the day it finally happens.
Oh my God. Oh. Boo doo 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 boo boo doo boo woohoo. It's a celebration.
5 British pound super chat from Allie. Well, let me get the button. You read it.
The Two Davies Show just put out a new name for Trump. It's Tumshi. That's the top of a carrot. So say it Tumshi.
Tumshi.
That's oh, the fucking little grass part that sticks out.
Oh boy,
that is a very unique diss. I like it. President Tumshi.
President Tumshi.
In which he says, among other things, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. Enigmas never age. May every day be another wonderful secret.
Yo, why is
Who
Trump
says that?
Who says that? Who says may that? I've never said that to my wife. I never will now, but like,
yeah, that's dead now. If you wanted to say like, like you guys like found a secret waterfall on your honeymoon, it's like our wonderful secret. You can't even use that phrase now. You have to reveal the waterfall at this point to not sound like this. Ooh.
May every day be another wonderful secret.
What the fuck? Ugh.
Oh,
that sounds very predatory.
A little, yeah, right?
Y'all are both rich. What secrets y'all need? Just pay or whatever. Oh.
But why is Jeffrey Epstein an enigma? What about him is unknowable?
I think it was Daily Show. It was like someone's like, he's never said the word enigma. And then they found him over there saying it like 14 times or something.
Yep.
This is him. Grossly. It's just nasty enough to be him.
They're like, he doesn't know that word.
Which is a crazy defense. Objection, Your Honor. My client is too stupid to use something that nuanced. There's no way my client could have said that.
There's no way my client is smart enough to know or use the word enigma.
There's no way you could find that out by a simple Google search.
And I would say that that's an enigma, but my client wouldn't understand the word, so I'm not going to use it.
I totally know what it is. I am not just putting up a solid front so that I will not be questioned about it.
He hired someone smarter than him so that I could teach him the word enigma, but he refuses to learn.
months we've tried.
He just doesn't learn new words anymore.
He keeps firing them.
Trump says the story is fake and is suing the reporters, the paper, the owner, Rupert Murdoch, for literally billions of dollars. But if that story rocked Trump world, and it seemed to do that, today's journal reporting might rock MAGA to its core. It also, crucially, seems to corroborate allegations by ranking Democrat on the Senate Judiciary Committee, Dick Durbin. Remember, we reported this just a few days ago, who wrote a letter to Pam Bondi last week demanding her answers
Dear Pam.
to reports of the hundreds of FBI personnel.
I have several questions for you about the Epstein files.
But first, how was your trip?
How's the husband and kids?
They're getting so big now.
Anyway, I have a couple of questions about the Epstein files. If you could kindly reply in a reasonable amount of time.
And
Your
just
friend, your friend in Christ, Dick Durbin.
Who reviewed the Epstein files were instructed to flag any records in which President Trump was mentioned.
That's not suspicious.
Question: where is the Attorney General in all this? Trump appointee who months ago.
Here's where the Attorney General is on all this. She tried to say something. Trump tried to stop her. She kept saying it, and he was like, please don't. And now it's too late.
You shouldn't have picked someone so stupid. She's trying to like round second. He's like, motherfucking stop. She's like, run through. Got it. I can do this.
Just take the hit, Bondi. Like, fucking don't say anything.
No, we're gonna go all the way to the end of the line. Yes, yes, we will.
Promised to release the Epstein files that were, quote, sitting on her desk, who just 2 weeks ago told us there was nothing worth releasing.
Man, this happened in 2 weeks. All this shit happened in 2 weeks.
I got 3 more years.
God, it's like, it feels like the news is accelerating at an exponential rate because of Trump.
It's like the expansion of the universe.
It feels like news is slowly approaching the speed of light, and everything else just slows down because of it.
Yeah, we're having time dilation problems because the news coming in so fast.
Because I could have sworn she said that like a month ago.
No, she was very proud of herself too. She's like, "No, I got this. This is my top cue card." Okay. I don't know.
There's no files, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I know I said there were files, but there's not.
We did an analysis, and the conclusion was it's inconclusive.
We found the results to not be statistically significant, so we're not going to release them.
It's like, yo, what's the big report? It's been 6 months. What you been up to, Pam? We didn't know this was due today. We just you wait next week. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Can I get an extension?
Yeah. I have to get surgery on my eye. I have an eyelash problem. So
my dog ate it.
My dog ate the Epstein file. So can I get an extension?
We only had one copy, and well, I was sitting on my desk.
And would you believe I knocked the coffee on there, and then the shredder fell into the coffee and shredded it up in there?
Mikey, any one of those explanations would have been better than the one that we got.
I mean,
if she spilled her coffee on the files, fine. All right. Release the coffee stain files.
Yeah. We'll take them with stains on it.
Yeah.
Actually, only coffee stains, please.
And if your dog ate
Burn
some,
the rest.
just release the rest, whatever he didn't eat.
Or stop lying.
Or maybe
Or
just
stop
fucking
lying.
do what you said you were going to do.
Because we all know We all know because every accusation is a confession.
At this point, it's we know that you know that we know, and just fucking release the files.
At this point, we're just bored with you.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks and we're already bored of this.
Who we have learned today reportedly told Trump he was in the Epstein files multiple times. Believe it or not, Pam Bondi was scheduled to speak today at a conservative international summit against human trafficking. But when she was set to take the stage, a justice...
Yo, you can't make that shit up. You cannot make that shit up.
And wasn't she AG during Epstein shit?
Yeah.
Come
no,
on,
no,
man.
no. Pam Bondi was Florida Attorney General.
Right.
Yeah.
And Palm Beach is in Florida, no?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He was in her jurisdiction.
Oh.
So Ghislaine and Epstein, both in your jurisdiction. Diddy was in her jurisdiction. What's going on?
And then they wanted her to go speak at an international conference against human trafficking.
There you go.
Boy.
This world is literally backwards. This is the inverse universe.
Yeah, I feel like we're in like the bizarro world.
Did we get snapped?
Oh my God.
We got snapped. Oh.
Here's what happened. Someone rolled the dice and we didn't get the right result. That's what happened. Someone rolled a 1.
Hold on. Tim, I think it's time for another saving throw.
Where's my die?
This will be a constant. Well, no, it's saving throw.
It's a saving throw. Yeah. What are we saving against?
Falling into the void.
Oh, geez.
This is a
Is
big
that
one.
a dexterity check?
Yes. Being sucked down into the void. We have to grab the edge of reality. Pull
Oh,
ourselves back.
Oh, I rolled an 18.
13. Pull me up. Pull me up.
Wait, hold on. I got to roll a strength check for that. I rolled a 16. I think I pulled you up.
Yes. See, guys, our dice just revealed that we're going to be just fine. We're going to be just fine.
I think that's enough, Chris Hayes, but I have a 1-minute video that's related to this.
OBKB.
This is after the House refused to vote on releasing the Epstein files because MAGA Mike said, we can go on vacation a day early, right?
Sent to address the House for 1 minute to revise and extend my remarks. Without objection, the gentlewoman is recognized for 1 minute.
Madam Speaker, I take to the floor today because I'm angry, and so are Vermonters. We are furious because of what happened yesterday to a Vermonter, a U.S. citizen, as he attempted to return home.
Oh, sorry. Epstein is not the topic of this. It's ICE.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, ICE is the topic of this video.
Oh, Billy failed this check.
Wilmer Chavarria is a community
Really?
leader. He is a school superintendent in my state. He was held and interrogated for hours yesterday in the Houston airport by CBP agents and given no reason for his detainment. Wilmer called this experience psychological terror. Again, we are talking about a U.S. citizen here. So when we say this can happen to any of us, this is what we're talking about. This kind of violation of our constitutional rights is how leaders use terror to intimidate us into silence. So I don't want to hear about how everyone is going after the violent criminals in this country, trying to get violent criminals off the streets when community leaders, school superintendents are being detained because of the color of their skin and the sound of their last name. We need to hold on to our collective outrage. We do not need to accept this. This is not what Americans want. I yield back.
Woo.
Sometimes those 1 minute floor speeches are spicy.
Get that woman some air horns.
I got one more video, Mikey, and then we'll switch it over to you.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah. So this one is about the New York
Who
City.
was? Wait. We didn't even talk about what she said.
Oh, right.
And who was that?
Community leader. He is.
That is Representative Becca Blayton. She is the lone House representative from Vermont. And she was very upset that one of her constituents was detained simply because he's a brown man.
So what was he like, traveling or something? Sounds like.
Yeah. And he got detained, and they eventually released him because they realized he was an American citizen. But yeah, he's a school superintendent, and
no, man, he could have been part of the cartel. Even though
I mean, it may be political because he's like a community organizer too. So maybe like they were like, oh man, he's on the list, so we got to get him. But that too much fuss was made. Maybe.
I'm glad she came out there and said something.
Yeah,
maybe
and
more Congress people will get their asses in gear.
And I think that's, Vermont is not a state where there's a lot of excitement. People. There's more trees, really.
Yeah.
Most trees. And a Bernie Sanders. Like her and Bernie Sanders probably make up the majority of the population of Vermont. So why is ICE going all the way up into fucking Vermont to arrest school administrators?
Who else is from Vermont?
Ben and Jerry.
And Bernie, right?
And Bernie, yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to go terrorize their rivals and their constituents.
Like, come on, guys. They're not even like pretending.
No.
Like I know the figurative mask is off, not the literal one, because they all fucking don't want to show their faces because they're cowards. But
I forget which state it is, but they're pushing it through the courts to mandate that they demask, and that's
California.
just like that's just part of the job. Like that's part of the risk that you assume. Like you don't have a right to anonymity.
Right.
Like you don't get to just be a maskless nobody. There's nothing in the Constitution that says that they're entitled to that.
Right. And it's not something that police officers do. It's not something that FBI agents do.
Right.
It's not something that any law enforcement does on any sort of big scale.
Even the military has patches.
Yeah. Like you're supposed to wear your badge or your name or both. And you're supposed to be like identifiable because
you're in an official capacity, correct?
Yeah.
You're doing things that are completely legal, which you could be held accountable for without any retribution, correct?
Right.
But they mask and don't have any identifiers. How do we know who that is? And like I said a couple of months ago, somebody's not going to believe them.
Yeah.
Or there's going to be another, like I think there's Tizzy Ent and all them are hunting down people with fake fucking cop lights in these SUVs, pretending to be cops trying to pull women over.
Oh, yeah.
They are catching them left and right. So they're going to be pretending with all this fucking shit that they can kit up their cars from Amazon, buy all their fake uniforms and shit like that. Ain't nobody finna start to... There's going to be a couple of more incidents and no one is going to trust these squads of motherfuckers coming in there. They're going to be seen as literal like gang rapists, which is possibly what they could be because no one knows who the fuck they are.
Right. Yeah. Nobody. And when Holman's out, like, oh, they got to protect their identities because we don't want anyone to get like retribution on them. Retribution for what? What are you doing that you think this retribution is going to happen?
He's like they were doxing our people. You're a public fucking figure, dog.
Yeah.
You work in the public. You do not have anonymity. Your paycheck, all of that shit is public record. If you take fucking taxpayer money, you are absolved with some of your privacy. That's how it has always worked.
Yeah.
Sorry, don't nobody give a fuck. Y'all sit there with fucking cameras all day and you track everybody else and you're mad that somebody's tracking your ass back? Shit, you better get used to it.
Yeah.
Tracking is as tracking does, dog.
Have you heard?
They can join the military then if they want, they can go live on a military base if they don't want nobody bothering them.
Have you heard about the tow truck drivers in LA going around picking up ICE vehicles as they park and leave their cars?
Tim, what if a child on a scooter was going down the street and ran into this illegally parked vehicle? The child might get hurt. We must tow this illegally parked vehicle immediately off the roads. It's for public safety, Tim.
It is. It's for public safety. There's no, you can't just park your cars illegally. It's just wrong.
And it will bankrupt the government with them trying to get their shit out of that lot. You got $275 tow, and then they had to use the winch, so that's another $100. And then
oh yeah, well, I mean, first there's the impoundment fee, and then there's the tow fee. It's like $75 plus like $25 for every mile over 50.
Administration fee.
Yeah. And then there's the actual like fine for parking your car illegally.
Yeah.
You know.
That's a court date.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, you got to pay legal fees if you want representation, and
it's another $250.
Yeah. So
what is this
yeah, when she says this is not what Americans want, it's
what they're getting.
It's what they're getting.
I will be right back.
Mikey's gonna leave us. Well, he's gone. Let's talk about him. How's it going in the chat? How's everyone today? We didn't do our let's see who's in the chat. We got Sarah Davies, Diz, Kate Smith, Person Impersonator, Paul, Dave W, Billy, Cortez is in there somewhere, Allie, Chris C, Gina. Just going in like the last couple ones we got here. Let's see. I think that's everybody. Oh yeah, My Unfinished Journey, My Unfinished Sock, Trip. There we go. That's okay. If they left, they left. We'll still give them a shout out. Oh yeah, and Poll. Right? Poll? I already said Poll, but more for Poll. Maybe Mikey will be back. Maybe he won't. Hey, like and subscribe. I'm trying to get us to 1,000 subscribers by the end of August. So let's set that goal. 1,000. We're close. We're like 110-ish away. So let's see if we can get there. Let's see if we can get to Mikey.
Yeah.
I was saying shit about you while you were gone.
Okay.
I think that we should set a goal for getting to 1,000 subscribers by the end of August.
Okay.
We're only like 100 away.
I think that's doable.
Yeah. So, Greg in the chat. I was doing shout outs in the horns in the chat. So like, I don't know, maybe if we get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of August, we'll do some sort of like live Q&A or something.
Yes. I will do this.
Yes. So
she poured all of her fucking blocks all over her like blankets and pillows and stuff, and I was like, you can't get comfortable, can you? Let me clean your blocks up for you. Jesus. Well, I'm like, lay down. She's sleepy.
So we got New York City. Yes. Subscribe and share if you dare. New York City mayoral race. There's a bit of a problem for some of the candidates.
Turning now to a major development in the race for New York City mayor. Coming just 3 weeks after 33-year-old Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani stunned his party with a convincing 13-point primary victory over former Governor Andrew Cuomo. But Cuomo is not backing down, announcing his race as an independent. In a video announcement, Cuomo took a clear shot at his opponent while leaning into the same issue that drove Mamdani's success: affordability.
Only 13% of New Yorkers voted in the June primary. The general election is in November, and I am in it to win it. My opponent, Mr. Mamdani, offers slick slogans, but no.
What a piece of shit! Yes, oh,
I want to have a video out with the people. I want to be
and look where he's at. Some gated ass fucking upper fucking West Side bullshit. Like,
yeah, I know. He's in the Upper West Side of Manhattan somewhere, fucking
in some little enclave where they have these fucking 70-year-old trees. And it's like, fuck off.
And
You're
it's
not a man on the street.
Real solutions. We need a city with lower rent, safer streets, where buying your first home is once again possible.
Oh, he found a black friend.
That's such an actor.
What is he showing that man? Like how to work his phone?
No, this is my website. I made it. No. You can always tell when it's bullshit. How often do you walk up to people who don't have a logo or something on their clothes?
That is true.
Just completely, and then there's no one in the background that has any like jerseys. You know, no one's wearing a sports jersey.
True.
You can't take any picture anywhere in public and not get 17 brands blasted at your face.
Yeah.
That's the point of modern advertising. Is it's intrusive. It's everywhere, but nothing here.
For example, I'm wearing pajamas from the movie Elf.
And this is well, y'all already know.
Oh, Streamlabs, yeah.
Diamond member, you know. It's the diamond.
Anyway, continuing on with this nonsense.
Fake ass.
Your child care won't bankrupt you. That's the New York City we know. That's the one that is still possible.
All blank.
The Mamdani campaign quickly responding to Cuomo's candidacy with a statement reading in part, he's not fighting for you. He's running only to repair his soiled reputation and protect the billionaire Trump donors who fund his campaign. We beat Cuomo once. Together, we will beat him again. And there are now 5 candidates running in November, in addition to Mamdani.
What's with the beret?
What's with the beret? M. Bison? What's going on? Relento? You coming out there with a combo.
He looks like oh god, what's his name? The American guy in Street Fighter.
Guile?
He looks like Guile from the Street Fighter movie.
Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Yeah, Jean-Claude Van. He had the beret and everything.
That movie was excellent. How dare you? Did you know M. Bison was also Gomez Adams?
I did know that. I heard about that recently. I was like, holy shit, I didn't put that together until someone told it to me. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cuomo will also face Republican Curtis Sliwa and 2 other independents, including embattled incumbent Mayor Eric Adams. And
that's
crazy. Of top candidates is national political reporter
Steve Kornacki.
Kornacki at the big boy.
Oh, he's back.
We have a crowded field. Everyone says they're staying in until November, but what are the candidates looking at to make that decision?
Yeah, Gabe. So it's interesting. Here are the 3 major, as you say, the 3 major general election opponents for Mamdani right now. Andrew Cuomo, Eric Adams, the current mayor, Curtis Sliwa, the Republican nominee. And this is what they're saying to each other. No, you drop out, because here's the dynamic basically that each one of them is looking at. And there is a point of agreement between the 3 of them. And the point of agreement that Adams, Sliwa, and Cuomo all have is that Mamdani can be beaten, or that if he's going to be beaten, it would be by a united front of opposition behind one alternative.
All right. So which
Do you want the do I want the military junta, the I can touch you anywhere I want because I'm Italian, or you know what? Just drop your pants. I'll give it to you right now, Holman. Adams.
Yeah.
Which one should we all unite behind?
I think the problem is these three people do not have like a coalition. Even if they do unite, who supports Eric Adams is also going to support Andrew Cuomo or this like fucking guy.
I mean, Republicans,
right? But Eric Adams is theoretically still a Democrat, even though he's not in this race, and so is Cuomo.
They both got their asses whooped in the primary.
Yeah, and like the people, the New York City Republicans who are going to follow this guy are not going to follow Cuomo.
No,
and
he's an old racist.
Yeah,
and a misogynist.
But they also remember what it was like living under the Democratic governorship of Andrew Cuomo.
Yes.
So he's not going to be forgiven for being a Democrat. Republicans aren't going to be like, well, I'm going to vote for Andrew Cuomo.
I just hated you 4 years ago.
Yeah. and you know, Andrew Cuomo's people aren't going to vote for Chris Sliwa, whatever the fuck his name is. I think that Adams could join like forces with either one of these guys and it might be okay, but Cuomo and Sliwa.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
Billy's been in the lab.
Yeah, Billy's in the lab coming up with this stuff.
Go on, say it.
I can't say the first one.
Epaulets?
Epaulets? Etiquettes? Cigarettes? Salopets?
You're gonna love my nuts.
Can you cry making me cry? Life's hard enough as it is. You don't want to cry anymore.
You're right. I don't.
A one-on-one race. And they agree that if it's a splintered, fractured field, that's going to benefit Mamdani. Where they disagree is on who that one candidate should be, because they each look at each other and they say they're too weak to beat Mamdani. So, for instance, Cuomo, who says, as you say, he's staying in the race. Now, Cuomo, what his opponents see, what Adams and Sliwa see when they look at him, is a candidate who just got beat by Mamdani in the Democratic primary after starting that race as the overwhelming favorite. They see somebody with the baggage of scandal, resigned as governor 4 years ago amidst controversy. They see somebody who's still unpopular with New York City voters. The most recent public poll on this had Cuomo's unfavorable rating at 47% with New York City voters. His favorable rating lower than that, just 41%. So if you're Adams and you're Sliwa and you're looking at Cuomo saying he's staying in this race, they're looking at him saying, hey, you had your shot at Mamdani. You proved you couldn't get it done. So then shift here from Cuomo to Eric Adams. What does a Cuomo, what does Sliwa see when they look at Eric Adams? They look at the incumbent mayor, somebody who got elected to this job 4 years ago, who says, hey, there's some stats last week showing violent crime coming down. He thinks he's got a record to run on. But if you're Cuomo and you're Sliwa, here's what you see. The most recent public poll, favorable, unfavorable for Adams, 68 unfavorable. His favorable just 19%.
68 unfavorable is fucking like George Bush in the last year of his term unfavorables. Like, damn.
I mean, I guess it's good that he's running because he will drain some of that would be like if you don't want to vote, if you're a Republican in New York and you don't want to vote for Sliwa, like you would go for an Adams, right? Because he's already capitulating to the Trump administration, and it'll be like a Democrat we can control. Cuomo, like, you know, I don't know, like he's so sad. Like I'm glad he's running because he'll pull like 15 people, and that's perfect. Keep them separated.
Here's the problem. I don't know what this is the first time I've ever heard of Curtis Sliwa. So I don't know what his like finances for his campaign are, but Cuomo and Adams, they got money. They could stay in no matter what. Like they could run a campaign
Legally gained money, some would say.
Some would say. But either one of these guys, finances isn't a problem. They could run a campaign in New York City and not worry about it. If they all stay in the race, Mamdani's going to win.
Yo. He's a talk show host?
Which one? Sliwa?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'll let me finish this and we bring up this talk show.
Remember the indictment on federal corruption charges, then the Trump DOJ saying they're dropping the case. Enormous political baggage for Eric Adams. So your Sliwa, your Cuomo, you're saying, well, that guy can't beat Mamdani. And then this action shifts over here to Curtis Sliwa. Now, Curtis Sliwa is a familiar figure to New Yorkers. He started the Guardian Angels group in the high crime 1980s. He's been a ubiquitous figure in media in New York City for 4 decades now. But Sliwa's got a track record here. He was the Republican nominee 4 years ago, just like he's the Republican nominee now. He ran against Adams 4 years ago. How did he do? He got 28% of the vote. He lost to Eric Adams by more than 40 points. So Adams and Cuomo are looking at Sliwa and saying, Republicans, they almost never win in New York City. And this guy already tried and got trounced. So why would I, Andrew Cuomo, why would I, Eric Adams, defer to Curtis Sliwa? That's it. Each one of them brings a
That's pretty crazy. He lost by so much to Eric Adams.
He let me find his show. So it looks like the only thing this Sliwa guy had going for him was he was like part of the like subway guardians during the 70s.
Yeah.
The crime wave.
Yeah, the Guardian Angels or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Let's see. I voted for Trump. Therefore, everything that I want to happen needs to happen. You bitch.
I figured I'd get that in before I gave up control of the sounds.
Let's give him a
Actually,
listen,
one more.
shall we?
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Have a seat, pup. Have a seat.
So I honestly don't see any of these guys actually. Maybe Cuomo if he realizes he's definitely not going to win, but Adams is in it for the long run, and the Sliwa is the fucking Republican nominee. He's not going to drop out.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, he might as well stay. He's not getting pushed from his side, so yeah, I might as well stay. Get some recognition for myself. Let's hear what
And keeping socialism out of the city. A major campaign issue is crime.
You can't wear a beret all the time. It's like no socialism. Come on, man. You're European headwear.
And safety, especially after Mamdani called for defunding the police, ending cash bail, and decarcerating criminals. Countering these policies is a huge part of, and I will now correct myself, Curtis Sliwa's platform, founded the nonprofit volunteer organization, the Guardian Angels. It focused.
Oh, what's that hand signal there, bud?
Oh.
Why'd they put that one on Fox News?
1987 though, was that really a thing in 1987?
Sure.
On crime prevention all the way back to 1979. Curtis Sliwa joins me now. Curtis, that's how a lot of people know you. And you've been running over and over for mayor.
What?
He's still wearing a beret.
But why this time?
Well, I've only run one other time, 2021. And I warned everybody that Eric Adams would be corrupt and there would be chaos. And that's his problem. He's cloaked in corruption. And as you mentioned, my name, Andrew. Call me Andrew Giuliani, not Andrew Cuomo.
Oh, my goodness.
But Andrew Cuomo.
What?
What the fuck is he talking about?
Call me Andrew Giuliani? What the fuck? Bro, don't attack. All right. This guy's great. Yeah, I hope he runs 1,000 more campaigns. This guy's fantastic.
Call me Andrew Giuliani, not Andrew Cuomo.
Oh, my goodness.
But Andrew Cuomo has a huge problem, and he's already experienced that. When he's in the streets, people say, you were slapping fannies and killing grannies. That's what he's best known for. He never apologized. So I'm the person who's in the streets.
What the fuck? This guy is unhinged.
In the subways, taking on Zoran Mandami on the issues of which there are many to compete with him. And remember, I'm the only one in the subways. I'm the only one backing the blue-collar working class people. The rest of them, they all spend time with their billionaire friends. Cuomo, Adams, and now Zoran Mandami with the Soros family.
All right, you said something.
There you go.
To me off camera that I want to get.
So wait, is he anti-Semitic or Soros? Like Soros? Like which one is it?
I don't know.
Y'all got to pick a lane to attack him from, because they're the beam. You can't intersect you can't cross the beams.
Here we got a new poll in the chat. Are berets okay to wear all the time? Yes or no?
As a frequent beanie wearer, I will reserve judgment for now.
Now, so both Andrew Cuomo, also former Democrat, now running as an independent, and Eric Adams, same story, although previously even a Republican. So he's been almost every party. Why that category, do you think? There is something going on that you have noticed in the city with independents. What is it?
Well, there has always been an independent strain, and they have chosen to run as independent candidates. But they spend more time. It's like roller derby. Oh, drop out, drop out, drop out. No, I'm the mainstream candidate. I'm a proud Republican. Our standards as a Republican.
He got his ass trounced, and he's just like, I'm gonna keep coming back, baby.
Yeah. I'm a mainstream candidate, bro.
I'm the main character. I'm the main character. Damn it.
28% is just slightly better than third-party numbers.
I have plot armor. Damn it.
The Republican Party will fight the socialists, will fight the Democrats. Remember, all three of these candidates believe that migrants should vote. All three of them believe that a sanctuary city should.
They just say shit.
I know.
Persist. I'm opposed to that. I give a clear way to save this city. They don't. They created the grounds that is.
Yeah, that's why he only got 28% of the vote. All the migrants that they bust in, that's who voted. That's why he got absolutely destroyed by Eric Adams, who sucks. Like, you couldn't beat Eric Adams, dude.
Zoran Mandami, that you didn't know 6 months ago, his neighbors didn't know, is now an international figure. And the only way to take him down is to go to the people in the streets, the people who pay the taxes, the people who work, the blue-collar working class, who don't want their homes in the outer boroughs taxed because they're white. Hit him where he's vulnerable.
Wow.
You mean people who make over $1 million?
Yeah, right?
Us poor blue collar people who have $1 million in income.
Right.
Income, not assets, income.
What about all the people living in the poorer boroughs that keep having their rents raised? Do you think they want to pay more?
Look, we can't freeze the rent. The subways need to run.
Fucking goddamn. It's like the pizza rat down in the subway.
I'm doing good work down here.
And we will win. I know I will. In a 4-person race, you saw the most recent poll. It's a statistical dead heat.
Yeah.
That is not what you want to inspire courage.
Let's see, New York City. I don't think he's right.
Alex says, all I can hear is when he talks is false teeth. Man, that's crazy. Greg says intersectional bigotry means never actually caring about what outgroups actually are.
Right.
Exactly. I think a beret is quite snazzy. Not on this dude, obviously, but on, say, me. Oh, Kate Smith with the beret side quest. Yeah, also, beret in a suit. What the actual fuck?
Yep.
He should be in fatigues all the time. If he's gonna wear a beret all the time, he should be in fatigues all the time.
Yeah, just fucking.
Tim, what if he had a tricorn hat on all the time?
Oh my God, yes.
I'd probably respect him.
A little bit.
He's Captain Jack in it permanently.
Not this bullshit though.
I mean, there's nothing even on it. It's just red.
Yeah, it's just a red beret. He's fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Like and look at him with his little proud face. He looks so proud. Like he looked at himself in the mirror and he's like, I'm ready.
All right. So the latest polling reported by Politico has Mandani at 35% of registered voters, Cuomo at 25%. So that's not a statistical dead heat at all. Sliwa at 14%.
Dead heat.
Dead heat. And current mayor Eric Adams at 11% and attorney Jim Walden at 1%. So
a dead heat. That's statistical noise.
And by the way, I like to report this with polling too because it makes a difference. This was a survey done of 1,036 New Yorkers, likely voters between July 2nd and 6th, and the margin of error is 4.2%. So even with a margin of error, still not a dead heat.
Why do you think that is? Seriously, I mean, the name recognition for
they got his hand right there. When you see Cuomo, just think hands. Hands.
He's telling you to stop. He's saying, "Hey."
No, he's saying, "I'm going to touch your body with this hand."
Oh,
this one.
That looks like an old man hand. I don't want that touching me.
It's stumpy and strong.
New Yorkers, and I've never lived in the city, but people know your name primarily because of the Guardian Angels, and so they see you doing this.
That means he's a liar.
Is on crime. He wants to defund police. Yet we should also know Eric Adams, a former cop. I mean, why are you still in there? Do you think?
Well, because we live in a city where we lock up toothpaste and not criminals. Cuomo was the governor, Eric Adams the mayor, Zohar Mandani in the assembly. I've been fighting against that. I am a Republican.
So you've done nothing since the 70s.
Right. Like literally nothing.
Cool.
At all.
He seems like a real winner.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone stays in the race, he's going to lose by more than he lost last time.
Yeah. Good job, dude. You're doing it. You're doing it.
FEMA.
Especially if they do. Now, I don't recall if New York City, if the ranked choice voting was just for primaries or general elections too. But if it's ranked choice, he's definitely not winning. He might be the first person knocked out by ranked choice.
He's not getting out of the first round. Good luck getting out of pools, dude.
Yeah, right.
We're going to Texas.
FEMA's urban search and rescue chief Ken Badgerick has resigned. Badgerick has been with the federal agency for more than a decade. He served as chief the past year. His resignation letter says he's returning to the Philadelphia Fire Department. FEMA has been under fire since the July 4th flood disaster for its delayed response. Badgerick says that his decision was made in part over those delays by the Trump administration.
Well, there you go. He's out of there. He said, I'm done. I'm hanging it up. I'm not putting up with the bullshit. You're supposed to just fucking give me the shit I ask for.
Yeah.
Not a bunch of rigmarole when people are literally missing. Hundreds of people missing. And they're playing fucking bullshit games on the phone with him.
Yeah.
Dude, just go fucking spend a month on an island. Just get the fuck out of here. His brain, I can't imagine the trauma for him having to deal with all that.
And the guy they put in charge of FEMA is a goddamn lunatic. Like, not this guy, the guy who's like in charge of, like, at the federal level, he's the secretary of FEMA. And there is no, and I guess Kristi Noem is technically in charge of FEMA as well, because they restructured it under DHS. The response at the federal level for disaster response is going to be poor for the foreseeable future.
Yep.
Trump doesn't like it. No one seems to understand why. And it's mostly Project 2025, guys. It's Project 2025. It's wHuT. wHuT doesn't like that the federal government spends money on FEMA.
Well,
But-
when it's on places that he doesn't like.
Well, yeah, when it's on a place, when it's like when LA was burning,
Actually burning.
they were like,
Well, I would cut off all their money if they didn't do what I said. They wouldn't be getting any help. I sent all the water. I wasted an entire aquifer of water by dumping it into. They weren't getting any water, so I opened up all the water and I poured it down so it could evaporate quickly. I didn't keep it in a holding pot. I put it I put it down the canal so it could evaporate into the air because I'm dumb. Shit.
boy.
God,
But
so stupid.
FEMA exists for a reason. It's because states can't do disaster response and coordinate it effectively. It costs more for states to do it than the federal government. Because if it's the federal government, the president can just declare an emergency and then things just happen. Like FEMA has the authority to just do things.
Yep.
But if it's a state response, the governor can only declare so much. And states only have so much money.
Right.
And they only have
people.
so many resources.
Yeah. Like if it's like sometimes when they have like blizzards and shit like that, and the Midwestern cities will have to send trucks over and send salt over and stuff like that. And we just get on the highways and we'll bulldoze away over there and we'll come help. So if you just don't have that connection or no one's going to show up to help, what are you going to, I mean,
yeah,
if Miami or something gets hit with a hurricane and they're all buried under sand, like it was the last time, and like there was like dunes in the middle of the street, and they don't have the money to help get rid of all that shit, it just stays there.
Right. One very important thing that the federal government can do that the states cannot is call upon the Army Corps of Engineers.
Didn't they defund most of them? Or I thought something happened with them.
But I mean, the Army Corps of Engineers still exists. But in most cases, like, hey, if you need an emergency bridge built because your bridge got washed away, guess who can do that? The Army Corps of Engineers. If you need to get a lot of sand off your streets because of a hurricane that blew in, guess who can do that? The Army Corps of Engineers. Like, states don't have that. They just don't. They have a National Guard, but they're not trained in disaster response like the Army Corps of Engineers is.
Well, that's why we set it up, right? So that they can be the people to take care of these things.
Yeah. That they can be the people to like, a bridge got washed away because of flooding. Well, we have the equipment to build a temporary bridge,
right,
to help out. But if you're just going to get rid of FEMA and you're going to get rid of that authority, then fuck. I mean, FEMA doesn't have a perfect record.
Right.
They weren't great under George Bush. Like the whole Katrina thing, not great. But like they learned to put actual people in charge instead of just political appointees. And their disaster response, like Hurricane Sandy, for example, was a lot different and a lot better. And the responses to hurricanes in Florida recently have been very good. And in North Carolina, even though Trump
I was about to say when the Carolinas got hit.
Yeah.
And everybody rushed out and helped because that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
That's why we put it into law, because it's the right thing to do.
I understand this guy's frustration is the moral of the story.
Him out of there.
And that once again, that's their loss, because all these people who are trained in administration and disaster relief and how to like do logistics, those people leaving is a problem.
Yeah. Because that knowledge is not just, immediately transferable.
Right. Those people probably learned that stuff over a long period of time, and now it's just gone. It's more like government brain drain.
Yeah. The dry rot continues. So last night I found this. So there's a lot of good. If this was like a law, like this would be like a law procedural, but this is like council wide. So let me know when to pause it, Tim.
Okay.
I think we should all see this.
Okay.
Right, and I believe Mr. Biggs has a motion for amendment of Ms. Lee's motion.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. I move to amend Ms. Lee's motion to include the release of all communications between President Joe Biden and or the Biden administration officials and the Department of Justice related to Jeffrey Epstein.
Motion is offered. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Prior to vote?
Yep. Thank you, sir.
You have an amendment to the amendment?
I do, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Garcia is recognized for the amendment to the amendment that Mr. Biggs has offered.
Thank you.
To Ms. Lee's motion.
I moved to
We're getting wonky, baby.
An amendment to, I love that shit.
add a second amendment to the amendment to Mr.
Oh, wait, real quick. Chrissy has one thing about the floods. Do you think there will be prosecutions thrown in the deaths of those summer camp girls who were placed into harm's way? No.
No. Because the government will say they don't have that responsibility.
Correct.
There might be prosecutions on like the local level and the state level, but not at the federal level.
I don't think anybody's going to be found liable for it. They're going to say it was an act of God, and because you got to remember, this is Texas.
Yeah,
they don't want regulations. They don't want all the shit. They allow people to build in floodplains. Like,
yeah,
this is a consequence of their hands-off, laissez-faire style of government. It's dangerous for people. There's a reason why you have surveyors and people declare places unlivable.
Yeah,
it's not because you want to be a dick. I mean, rewild the place. There's plenty of fucking space in Texas. Not want for fucking land.
And it's not like when it got too cold in Texas and like the power stopped working because the power industry there was deregulated to such a degree that like they didn't care about anything anymore. Like,
yep.
Their power plants weren't producing any power and they jacked up people's rates because of it. Like, it's not like there's someone to blame there, right? There's no utility company to blame. There's no like third party here. It's the government fucked up and you're going to sue the government?
Who was it? Kansas or Nebraska? Who was it? Who they got rid of all their taxes on the corporations and shit like that, and then it took about 18 months, and like, oh my god, we gotta raise taxes. We made a mistake.
There is an argument to be made, and I think Chrissy makes a good point. I was about to local and state levels as risk assessment is highlighted the potential risk of life from flooding, and it was signed off on. There are people who are accountable for voting against early warning systems, voting against spending money on flood prevention, voting against spending more money on meteorological research. Those people, yes, are to blame. Will they get sued? Probably not.
They just won't win their next election.
Yeah.
And that'll be it.
Yeah, like it's not like they're gonna start suing town councilors or county government people because they voted against an early flood warning system.
Right. We're gonna do more walking paths.
Yeah.
Carving into the ground. Poor kids.
Now back to the amendment about the amendment.
Yes. But this is also a comment, or we're already 3 into it now.
So this is like it
started on number 2.
It's like Robert's Rules of Order's Inception over here.
Yes, Garcia is the third iteration.
Biggs to strike President Joe Biden and or Biden administration officials and replace with, quote, any president or executive branch official, end quote.
We will dispense with Mr. Garcia's motion to amend the amendment of Mr. Biggs before we vote by voice on Mr. Biggs' amendment to Ms. Lee's motion. All those in favor of Mr. Garcia?
So it's Ms. Lee's motion that's been amended by Biggs, which is being amended by Garcia.
motion to amend Mr. Biggs' motion, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? No. In the opinion of the chair, the noes have it, and the motion is not agreed to. We
Recorded
will
vote,
move-
please, Mr. Chair.
Recorded vote.
vote is requested.
Yeah, God.
Clerk will call the roll.
We are wonking it up, baby.
And the clerk
This
has
is-
to show up.
This is what government looks like. This. It's not so sexy now, is it?
It's sexy for me. I don't know about you. Robert's Rules of Order get me hard.
Mr. Gosar. Mr. Biggs.
You'd come.
Mr.
maybe
Biggs
come,
votes
maybe you
no.
wouldn't even come.
Ms. Mace. Ms. Mace votes no. Mr. Perry. Mr. Perry votes no. Ms. Boebert. Mr. Jack.
No.
Mr. Jack votes no. Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee votes yes. Mr. Bell. Mr. Bell votes yes. Ms. Simon. Ms. Simon votes yes. Ms. Presley. Ms. Presley votes yes. Mr. Garcia.
Yes.
Mr. Garcia votes yes. Mr. Chairman.
She's like, pay attention.
Mr. Chairman votes no.
You see that look? She's like, motherfucker.
Mr.
You
Chairman
didn't
votes
hear me
no.
just do 87 other names and you heard your name and you didn't say shit?
You're the chairman.
Pay attention. Quit sad talking.
Mr. Chairman, on this vote, the ayes are 5, the nays are 5.
Ooh, 5-5.
The vote is a tie. The motion fails. We now will dispense with Mr. Biggs' motion to amend the motion of Ms. Lee. All those in favor of Mr. Biggs' amendment, say aye. Aye. All those opposed? In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the motion is agreed to. We will now call up Ms. Lee's.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes,
Mr. Chairman,
yeah.
right here. I move to amend Ms. Lee's motion to
Here
Oh, boy.
we go. Buckle the fuck up.
the redacting of names of victims and any personally identifying information of said victims and any possible child sexual abuse material or CSAM. I think it's very important that we protect any potential victims.
That's an amendment to Ms. Lee's motion. All those in favor of Ms. Mesa's amendment to Ms. Lee's motion, say aye. Aye. All those opposed, say no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it, and the motion is agreed to.
Mr. Chairman,
Ms. Mace?
I move to amend Ms. Lee's motion to add the word credible before the word complete.
Ms.
We got baby food delivered, so I got to go get it off the porch. I'll be right back.
Mace has further amendment to Ms. Lee's motion. All those in favor, say aye. Aye.
We'd like that. We just want that in writing. Just want to make sure we have the exact change to the motion, please.
I believe she said she's added one word to, can we dispense?
Credible, the word credible after the word complete. Sorry.
We respect the gentleman's query. I'm asking to move forward.
We're going to give that to them.
Okay. A writ has been requested regarding Ms. Mesa's one-word amendment to Ms. Lee's motion. We'll stand by to move forward with the vote while the clerk prepares the writ.
While they write it down. I request that they write it down. A person impersonator says, with an amendment, you need to send a written copy of your proposed amendment before you can vote. Or can you make it up on the spot? It is apparently both in the House of Representatives. You can request that it be written down, like Representative Garcia did, or you can just go with verbal, whatever the clerk and the what's the person who does all the secretary, whatever they write down. So it can be either or. You can request it to be written down, like it's being done right now.
We're keeping our elbows up, bud.
It's Ollie. Hi, Ollie.
Hi, Ollie. You're not.
Mr. Chair, is there an opportunity to comment on the motion?
Not during the, not at this time. You're asking to be recognized for comment
Yes.
after we.
While we're doing nothing.
dispense with this.
Yeah, while we're doing nothing.
0. That's enough, dude.
And usually when it's like a small committee, they'd probably, I don't think they write down all the amendments before they do them. But when it's like bigger stuff on the House floor, when they're presenting amendments for one of those vote-a-thon things, then it's probably written down just so they can get through them.
Mr. Garcia, you recognize the writ of Ms. Mace's amendment to Ms. Lee's motion has been distributed. Mr. Garcia, you recognized for comment.
Yeah, my question, and perhaps the question to Ms.
Order.
Thank you. I think adding the word credible, who makes the decision on what is credible? And I'm wondering this.
Here you go. Sounds like it weakens the proposal a lot. By adding credible, it means they can just deem anything they want to omit as non-credible.
Yep. I think that's what Garcia is trying to make the point of.
Smartest audience in the land.
Mace, does the DOJ get an opportunity to make that decision?
I believe in the bipartisan bill by Representatives Massey and Khanna. They use language credible. Also, I think it's important that this doesn't need to be a witch hunt. We all want transparency on this committee, and you're seeing that process in play in real time right now. And I think it's really important that this is not a witch hunt, that we're talking about credible information, credible files, et cetera. And I believe it models language that's in the Massey-Khanna bill or discharge petition.
Well, I mean, we'll definitely take a look at that. I think that obviously we want to make sure, I think like all of you, that we have a full release of the Epstein files and that all pertinent information is released. I don't doubt that all of you also want that same thing. I just think it's important that the word credible, I think, adds a concern that who's making the decision of what is actually credible within the actual file.
May I?
Please.
I think it's important that we ensure that we're not releasing unverified documents, that the documents that we are subpoenaing to have released are actually verified. So I've worked on many issues with women and children. I happen to be a victim of a similar thing that I uncovered about 1 year, 9 months ago. I discovered possible child sexual abuse material in a device from someone in my district. And I reported it to the feds. I reported it to the state law enforcement division, where there is an open and active investigation right now based on that information. And I understand when we are doing an investigation, because of the experience that I've just been through the last 1 year, 9 months, one, protecting victims, which we just did and my previous motion. But now I want to make sure that the information that we do release is verified and is credible. And I think that's fair. And you're watching us. This is democracy in motion. This is a Republican motion. You're seeing us work together to make sure that we're putting verified information, verified documents forward. That is, in my
boy.
Oh,
we got a comment from Kate Smith I want to address. I don't understand how the U.S. system has the government party leaders as leaders of committees. Also, is there not an imbalance in the number in favor of the government? So, quick U.S. House of Representatives and I guess Senate civics lesson. Whoever is the majority party in the House or the Senate, their committees are made up of usually a majority of one more than the minority. So let's say that the Republicans own this committee. They have one more vote than the Democrats do. That is how most committees work, except for oversight, where it's the opposite, where the Democrats have one more vote than Republicans. That's just the way that Congress is set up. The committee chairs have a lot of power depending on what committee it is, and if you're in the majority, you get to make all the rules too. So
the Senate has more rules that are carried over year to year or session to session, but the House makes their own rules.
Yeah, and the Senate works a bit differently than the House because the Senate has the filibuster and therefore they have like a 60% vote threshold for most things. But the House is where all spending bills originate from. So they each have their own like unique nonsense.
Each bullshit.
Estimation the best path forward to ensure that this isn't just some political witch hunt, that we're being actually very thoughtful about it with all parties involved.
I appreciate that. And I think our concern, and certainly mine, is that, if it's the White House or anyone else that's making a decision of what's actually credible or not, or the DOJ, we as
a committee are doing that.
I understand that. I just want to make sure that we receive as much information as possible, and that the decision of what is actually credible is not being made by an outside party.
Well, we are making
The
that.
gentleman's time
We
for
have
comment
Mr.
on this
Chairman, may I?
has expired.
May I, Mr. Chairman?
I would ask that, in the interest of all members, we're debating one word on an amendment to a motion that we have yet to vote on.
Mr. Chairman, may I have a minute?
I recognize Ms. Mays.
Important word.
We as Oversight Committee, we have writ authority over our subpoena, over this motion, over the subpoena. So there's no one from the White House in the room today. There's no one from the DOJ in the room. This is us operating as our own legislative vehicle.
If only they had a representative.
Yeah.
Doing this independently of anybody. And I think we want to be sure that this is structured in a way that is taken seriously, is real, and that it's verified. And we as a committee have that writ authority, Mr. Chairman, as you know. Thank you, and I yield back.
The gentlelady yields. Let me say again, we're debating one word. If you oppose, I would suggest that we move forward with a vote. If you oppose a motion, oppose a motion.
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized?
The good lady's recognized.
Thank you, sir. I would like to yield my time to Ranking Member Garcia.
Thank you. And I appreciate the back and forth. We're gonna vote
procedure.
I'm back, baby.
We're scanning the resolution. We don't see right now the word credible in there. Maybe it's there. We haven't seen it yet, but it's not something that we're seeing in the master resolution.
Okay.
And so
I'm a co-sponsor. I thought that was in there. So my apologies to the committee.
And so I think your initial motion, I think is
So she lied. She said, hey, remember that bipartisan thing we signed the other day? This is the same language that we used the other day. It's not different. Oh, it is different? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was
one that we obviously supported with the redacting of those names and information. I think we can just move on from that credible word and allow the files to be released as they've intended. I think the motion as is was appropriate.
May I? So you're okay with having unverified, undocumented files released to the public? I mean,
but they're being released to the committee. They'll be released to us.
But you want unverified, undocumented.
Yeah, let's take all the information, Ms. Nace, and then let's, at that point, this committee can make those decisions.
Because to me, it sounds like whatever she was going to get, she was going to put into her fucking Twitter feed.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds like she was not going to, but at some point, that's not transparency. That's leaking. Transparency is giving a summary of what happened, not I'm going to put out everybody's names, addresses, and all that of all the victims. No one's saying do all that stuff. They're saying look at who is responsible.
Yeah.
There's a difference between giving everyone's fucking name and phone number out versus investigating it. And to conflate them is crazy.
Yeah. Mikey, just quickly, our poll ended, and the stats for is it okay to wear a beret all the time? 85% of our chat said no.
I thought they'd be pro beret.
And 15% of them are monsters.
Was that the options? No or yes, I'm a monster.
Should have been, but 15% of people said that they yes, it's okay to wear berets all time. Like that guy who I already forgot his name because he's
Sliwa.
Yeah.
How could you forget a name like Sliwa? It just rolls off the tongue. Like a bubble.
We're going to have that information. We'll all have it. As far as what's released to the public is a separate question.
Right. I just think it's very important for this to be taken seriously, that we're using legitimate documents, that they are verified. I'm going to yield to Mr. Biggs, who would like to. Is that okay?
Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
it's not first time, actually.
Yep.
I believe that I've yielded my time, Mr. Chairman, to Mr. Garcia. So if he wants to yield it back to me.
What I would do is I would
hold on. I have
Biggie has
recognized Ms. Mays. Mr. Garcia's.
I want my time.
How do these people not fucking know how to run their own committees? What the fuck is going on, man? Why is this guy so confused?
Because he needs to just open it up for discussion and give it 5 minutes of discussion. But he refuses to do it because he doesn't want to have them talk about it. They need to talk about it.
He looks like he's so far down the rabbit hole, he doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
And he's got fucking his henchman back there. Just his aide is constantly reminding him of shit. And it's like, dude, just take a minute and collect yourself.
A lot of recognition here.
Thank you, sir. Last piece. I think, look, if you want to adopt the language that's actually in the Massey resolution as it relates to the information and what information we want to get back, I think we'd be okay with that.
Well, let's do that.
Let's do that. We're happy. We're happy to do that. Yeah. Okay. There's language in the Massey resolution.
He said, fine, since you said we all agreed on the stuff from before, we'll just do what we did from before, right?
Right.
None of this credible bullshit where you just pull out whatever the fuck you want.
That we'll have to write it out, so you'll need to give us some time, but we're happy to do that with our two teams.
Cool.
Let's show Mr. Bell had sought recognition, I believe. We're recognized for comment, Mr. Bell.
I'm not going to withdraw the amendment.
On Ms. Mace, pardon?
I'm not withdrawing the amendment. I want to vote on it.
understand. On Ms. Mace's amendment, Ms. Lee's motion, Ms. Mace's amendment being adding the word credible to Ms. Lee's motion. Mr. Bell is recognized, and let us move forward.
With respect to how this, the legalese of this is that when you introduce a word like credible, essentially what you're saying is that someone is going to make a decision on what's credible and what's not credible.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about due process, and I don't care whose name is in this report, Democrat, Republican, or whomever, the public has a right. Folks have a right to know, particularly when we're dealing with folks who have been preying on children. And it's disappointing to me that people on this committee do not want to see all of the information regarding potential trafficking, potential or alleged child preying on children. We saw a amendment that limited to President Biden and his communications, but yet members on this community want to claim that this is not, they don't want a political witch hunt. We just made it a political witch hunt.
Yeah.
And what we're saying is, let's just release the files. Let's find out what's in there. Whoever is in there, they should let's find out what's in there. Let's get to the bottom of it. That's what justice is about. And so it disappoints me, and I'm glad that we're not doing this vote in the middle of the night as some of these other controversial votes have been brought up. This is in broad daylight, and whoever votes, how you vote is right here and for everyone to see. And so if you want to add language that could potentially protect predators, just know you're going to be held accountable for that, and we're not going to forget about it, because I don't care if my mother's name was in there. I'm sorry, Mom, for throwing you in there. We need to find out what the information is in that document, because keep in mind, there might be other victims. There might be other victims out there who may not feel empowered to stand up because they don't feel that we're supporting them. And so,
Mr. Chairman.
All right, I'll yield my time. I'll yield my time back to the ranking.
I think we're ready to vote, and then we'll move forward.
Mr. Chairman.
Chrissy says, but surely the integrity of any potential prosecution needs to be protected. By releasing all the details within the files to the public will jeopardize those potential prosecutions.
I mean, I think the argument being made is it's up to the committee after they get all the material to do that.
Right.
Like they're not voting on whether the public gets all this credible information. They're voting on whether they get all or just quote credible information, and then they'll have a report that they can report out to the House that then can be released. That's how it works. They're not just
Yeah, we're not gonna get like the raw, like
Yeah.
just straight up the PDF file.
So
PDF files.
they're voting on what kind of materials they get, whether it's like independently verified or not.
I'm sure Nancy Mace will sort through it.
Yeah.
No, the importance of the word
Mr. Biggs is recognized, yields time to Ms. Mace.
it is important that I am currently now, I mean, I have actively reported child sexual abuse material that I uncovered 1 year, 9 months ago, November 5th, 2023.
Fourth time.
And I'm working with victims. And so to sit here and say that members of this committee, like myself, don't want information out about possible crimes against children, we're literally voting on that right now. It's going to be a bipartisan vote. So I take issue with that. But also, we're in an
Of course, it's a bipartisan vote. She's just so dumb.
environment, a political environment where the Steele dossier was touted out there as something that was credible and wasn't credible. We're out here, we were told that the Hunter Biden laptop wasn't credible. When it ended up, it was credible. And so, we're in this.
What juice is she drinking?
What's she talking about?
What Kool-Aid is she drinking over there?
But this is not gonna be political.
I'm surprised she didn't say the laptop from hell.
Environment. I want to be as transparent as possible. You're going to see me vote for this and the other Republicans on this committee. But it's important that we treat this with
Russia.
the respect, the transparency, and that we're not going down the conspiracy rabbit hole that our country has been through for the last 4 years. Like
Yes, that's what the whole country has been embroiled in conspiracy theories. The last 4, not the 4 before that. Definitely not in 2016, definitely not in 2020, definitely not January 6, 2021. Definitely not. I mean, this dude is the hoax creator. He's like the patient zero for hoaxes.
Yeah.
The gaslighting.
trying to instill trust in an institution. And regardless of
drain the swamp, I'm trying to build trust in an institute. Like, y'all are crazy.
Yo, she's trying to build trust, but she's yelling at her fucking constituents, asking her when her next town hall is.
Yeah.
Sure.
The poor guy.
He just wanted to know.
Who's in the files, all of that. We want to, I think, as a body, this body on this
zero,
get her zero,
this subcommittee, show that we can be trusted and that we're not going to play these games. And I think it's just really important that we're talking about verified documents. That's why I want the word credible in there. I am living this nightmare in real time with some of my constituents because of evidence that I personally uncovered. And I'm fighting like hell, tooth and nail for those victims. And I can't tell you when you see.
And by adding the word credible, this helps the victims.
How?
Fill in the blank yourself. Like, it has nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Oh, it's so weird. Like, legally, credible changes a lot of things.
Yes.
Like that, then it means that you have to get all the documents verified, and then who's going to verify?
It implies an arbitrator.
Right. It implies an arbitrator. If you just said what the original text is supposed to be, then you're getting all of the documents, and then it's up to you, the oversight committee, the House Oversight Committee, to verify those documents. Then your teams have to do the research instead of whoever the chair appoints, right?
Right.
And everyone gets to see all the documents, and then they get to agree on what they're going to release.
Right.
Which is not going to be everything. It's just not. That's not how those committees work. They pick and choose. Like, I don't know if y'all remember, like, the 9/11 Commission. Like, they didn't release everything, although they put out like a 900-page book. But there was stuff that they didn't. Yeah. But like any big investigation, like the January 6th committee, they released the book too. I doubt it had everything.
They didn't even. I mean, that one pisses me off because it's all fucking right there.
Right.
And then the report has, I mean, the digital part of it, they have the video of all of it, of people running and people calling and a homegirl climbing up there to stick her face in the window to get blasted. All that shit. It's all in the report. All of
but there's no way that all of the materials are going to get released by the committee anyway. So why not have the committee see all the materials and then vote on what's going to be released, which is their job.
Right. But she's saying, let's just cut out whatever is inconvenient off rip because I can just try to discredit it.
Yeah, let's add a middleman.
Look, I found CSAM in my own district. So therefore, we don't want to actually look at all the evidence.
Right, right.
Shit I've ever heard.
Possible child sexual abuse material, what it does to your soul and how awful. And you're right there with me, shaking your head.
And now she's the victim.
Yeah, it's
because she found CSAM, she's the victim.
But it's one of those things that doesn't make it's one of those things that she's like appealing to someone's like empathy,
right,
as like a logic trap, like
it's
saying,
it's emotional hostaging.
Yeah, you're saying, oh well, you agreed that this thing is terrible, right? Well, then we all shouldn't have to be exposed to it if it's not credible.
I can't tell you how devastating it is, how devastating it's been to me, the trauma that I've endured, the trauma, vicarious trauma that I've endured dealing with victims. So I take this issue very seriously. And I want to see us do this work, but do it in a way that's not going to retain it. I'm sick of the political games. I'm sick of it.
That's why you added credible.
Let's do something that's real. Let's do something that's right. Let's do something that's verified.
Oh, sorry. And when they were trying to add the words, the Biden administration, that's when she jumped up and said, hey, no one party, okay? This is serious. This is about the kids. She jumped up and said that. Oh, wait, no.
That we can be trusted. No one trusts us up here, but we're doing the work now. And that's why I'm very passionate about this and doing it the right way. Not the political way, not the easy way, not the way that we're going to go, that some people in this committee might go fundraise on this afterwards. How everyone's eager to take this vote to go make money for their campaigns next year or use it as a wedge in a political campaign in the midterms next year. Let's do it real. Let's do it real. Let's do it right. Let's do it with dignity. Let's do it with verified information and documents and do it the right way for the American people. Mr. Chairman, and I yield back.
The gentlelady yields. Mr. Biggs yields back his time. We call it Ms. Mace's amendment number 2 for vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say no. No. In the opinion of chairs, the ayes have it.
Recorded vote, please.
Recorded vote is called for. The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Gosar, Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs votes aye. Ms. Mace. Ms. Mace votes aye. Mr. Perry. Mr. Perry votes aye. Ms. Boebert. Mr. Jack.
Aye.
Mr. Jack votes aye. Ms. Lee.
Yeah.
Ms. Lee votes no. Mr. Bell.
No.
Mr. Bell votes no. Ms. Simon. Ms. Simon votes no. Ms. Presley. Ms. Presley votes no. Mr. Garcia. Mr. Garcia votes no. Mr. Chairman.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman votes aye.
The clerk will read the tally.
Mr. Chairman, on this vote, the ayes are 5, the nays are 5.
There being a tie, the ayes have it.
What?
Motion fails.
Yes.
There being a tie, the motion fails. And now we will be calling up Ms. Lee's motion as amended. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed, no. No. In the opinion of the, pardon? In the opinion of the chair, the no has it. Recorded vote is called for. The clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Gosar. Mr. Biggs.
She is not playing. You heard your
Ms.
name.
Mace. Ms. Mace votes aye. Mr. Perry. Mr. Perry votes aye. Ms. Boebert. Mr. Jack.
Aye.
Mr. Jack votes aye. Ms. Lee. Ms. Lee votes yes. Mr. Bell.
Aye.
Mr. Bell votes aye. Ms. Simon. Ms. Simon votes aye. Ms. Presley. Ms. Presley votes aye. Mr. Garcia.
Aye.
Mr. Garcia votes aye. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman votes no. Mr. Biggs is not recorded. Mr. Biggs votes nay.
Those uppity women now.
Mr. Chairman, on this vote, the ayes are 8, the nays are 2.
That's what it looks like.
Boy,
That's
that
the
was a
bureaucratic dark rooms that
was a rabbit hole they went down.
Obvious shit is being obfuscated by these fucking children pretending to be politicians. She's putting in little bullshit like that. And then there's a bunch of lawyers on the other side that are like, excuse the fuck out of you. What do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
No, you may not just put in a little clause to save your friends later. No.
At least her amendment got defeated.
Yep. But that's the day in, day out that they try to just slip little shit in there, little word here, little comma there. No one will notice. And it's for, hey, don't we all want the kids to be safe? 1 year, 9 months ago. The trauma I've endured. This is what they're trying to do. This is how they subtly slip little shit in there. And if Democrats are not vigilant on this front, this is how easy it can get out of hand.
Well, especially when it comes to like all the nonsense committee rules and all the games that are played. Like the Democrats are playing games there too, and every time there was a voice vote, they're like, "Oh, we need a roll call vote," and it obviously slows down the process. And then asking for time, and then giving your time to other people, and blah blah blah. Like there's a lot of games
to be recognized. I want to be recognized, then I give my time to Tim.
Yeah. It's a lot. And the reason why I think that people think that it's like dark rooms and all that, and it's very cloak and dagger over there is because like they just make it so complicated.
It's boring.
If you don't have a fucking degree in administration, you're not going to know what the fuck they're doing. Like if you don't watch it all the time and you don't know the committee rules, then what the fuck are they doing? I vote on the amendment of the amendment of the amendment.
Right.
Fuck.
Oh no, I want a writ of that.
Right. I want it written down. I want her amendment written down. Well, all right, we'll have to get a writ of that and give it to every committee member and then
but what we just watched will not be in its entirety played anywhere.
No.
That I don't even know how many views that got.
C-SPAN doesn't have historically high viewership.
His motion rather than I believe.
So that's from 20 hours ago. It's got 119,000 views.
Man, that's got 100 and we don't. What the fuck?
What the fuck, guys? Watch it more. Watch harder.
Watch. Make multiple accounts.
And now
like the President of Mice does, and watch with all of your accounts.
But it's shit like that doesn't get talked about. And then Nancy Mace will take that clip and she'll send it to her people and she'll say, see, they don't want credible information. They want bullshit information in there. So be careful, guys. It's going to be a bullshit report that's coming out.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the other part of the gamesmanship that the Democrats are not paying attention to, because even if that didn't get in, she now has the clip saying that she tried to make sure that only valid real things would get in. And now who knows what's coming in now? Who knows if we can believe any of the information we have now? It's the perfect little smokescreen. So instead of getting out in front of this, I mean, Garcia did his best to make sure that it stayed out of the actual thing. But it's one of those moves where whether it's defeated or passes, it scores the points either way.
Right.
Play the fucking game as the rules are written, Democrats. Stop fucking. Oh my God, the fucking backseating that they're trying to do. Stop listening to James fucking Carville.
I know. I think Garcia has been a pretty good advocate for the Democrats actually like doing things. Like every time there's a committee or whatever he's involved in that he's trying to like do, like that one right there, like he brought up the question, he asked for time for it, and then they basically debated it until it was ultimately defeated.
Yeah.
So like I
Shut
think
her down.
Garcia is one of the better Democrats in that regard, and so is like Jasmine Crockett and a Bernie Sanders or an AOC, who are just out there, being vocal in committee hearings and not just like sitting back and watching.
Yep. Instead of saying it's all fake, all a hoax. Yep.
Yeah. And not letting the Republicans play games with stuff. At least to the extent they can control things.
Yeah, as much as you can. All right. This was from 12 days ago, but it slipped through the cracks.
KCAL News desk investigation. An off-duty Border Patrol agent facing some serious charges tonight, accused of brawling with police and pulling a gun inside a local restaurant.
There is no way that this ICE agent totally got rip-roaring drunk at the bar and is totally on anabolic steroids. There's no way.
KCAL News assignment editor Mike Rogers is here at the desk now. And Mike, you've been working this story for the last several days and have exclusive details for us now.
Yeah, that's right, Susie and Juan. We've been working this story since we got tipped off about it on Tuesday night. Tonight, we have the man taken into custody.
They could have given him something better than a polo.
That's not fair to him.
That's not fair. That guy's
he can still dress well and be big.
Look, take it from me. Fat guys in polos, they don't go well.
Yo, he should just get a dashiki.
He can still be wearing like a suit jacket and stuff. Put a blazer on him.
Just have to cut it.
Yeah, just
Make
don't.
sure it's fitting.
Don't that polo, a long sleeve polo too. It's not good.
Yeah, long sleeve polo in fucking July is crazy work.
It is.
This Yard House is a Customs and Border Protection agent. I want you to listen what brought police to this location to begin with.
6 drop S code 3. It's 417 at the Yard House, 401 Shoreline Village Drive.
Code 3 is lights and sirens. Get your ass over here.
The suspect showed the CP the black handgun, then put it back into his holster in his pants.
And according to the Los Angeles County DA's office, that encounter happened inside of a women's restroom at the Yard House. Now, the DA's office.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. He must have been attacking some trans person that was in the wrong bathroom. That's what it was. Because remember, y'all kept telling me trans people was going to be the ones committing all these crimes in bathrooms. That's why we have to have all this bathroom. And lo and behold, there's a fucking ICE agent in the bathroom.
Office says the suspect, who is also a off-duty CBP agent, was intoxicated at the time this all went down. Security asked him to leave because he's not allowed to have a gun. That's when security
get out, please.
Holding the magazine in his hand with the black handgun still in his waistband. Long Beach police arrived. They say they had to physically fight him to be able to take him into custody, even had to tase him.
Come on, y'all know y'all got body cams. What's the hold up? Let me see it. Let's see it. I want to see the fight.
While all of this was going on, I want to show you the mugshot here, given to me by a police source. You see him here after he's booked into the Long Beach jail. This is Isaiah Hodgins, the 29-year-old facing now multiple felony charges. As soon as we got the name and got the picture, it all sounded very familiar to us, and it has all to do with what happened in Pico Rivera on June 17th. Remember this video, a Walmart employee scuffling with those Border Patrol agents after he allegedly tried to intervene with the arrest of an undocumented immigrant. Now, the agent you see tussling with Adrian Martinez there is this person, we believe, who was also arrested in Long Beach. I had a chance to reach out. I don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that? To Adrian's attorneys for a statement. I want to show you what they had to say. It says, part in quote, the Border Patrol agent was arrested for an off-duty act of felony violence, which is indicative of the violence frequently seen in ICE Border Patrol arrests. The arrest confirms the fears many have right now regarding the violent, unaccountable, and unhinged federal agents roaming the streets. We reached out to the Department of Homeland.
Who can't be cops because they can't pass a background check.
They said, quote, this matter is under investigation. I also reached out to the public defense.
Thanks, DHS.
Thanks, Christino.
Really spearheading the approach here.
The off-duty Border Patrol agent. We did not hear back from them tonight. I want to point out one of the felony charges includes carrying a concealed weapon. A source tells me that the CBP agent did not have his government-issued CBP.
Goddamn tons.
Which is what you must have if you are a law enforcement officer and you are carrying a concealed weapon.
Cheers.
By the way, some of that radio traffic I listened to also indicated that that agent threw the gun as he was running from law enforcement. They were
He threw the gun like he's in a fucking movie.
I mean, I hope no kid finds it later because it rolled into the bushes.
My God.
My kid is still screaming at me. You can't have 1,000 bottles a day. Like, you only get 2 milk sippy cups and then it's water.
I want it all and I want it now.
Too bad. Dad drives a hard bargain because guess what? I'm not getting up to get you more milk. You've exceeded your milk allotment for the day. At least until lunch.
Covered it in the street nearby, guys. Zach BuEtto is getting more reaction to this tonight. He is speaking with Long Beach Mayor Rex Richardson.
Pass the ball to the wrong person.
Yeah, this poor guy, he seems so nervous.
We wanted to come here to the Shoreline Village to see where this all played out, to see where this Border Patrol agent lost his cool. And tonight, the Long Beach mayor is calling for respect for this city, no matter the agency you work for.
Tonight, Long Beach Mayor Rex Richardson denouncing the actions of a Border Patrol agent who, while reportedly off duty and intoxicated, assaulted Long Beach police officers and
been having some hard days at work there, bud. Just tried to unwind a little bit too much. That's right. The Milk Emporium is shut down for cleaning. She's tired. She doesn't want to go to sleep.
resisted arrest before being taken into custody.
For someone on duty or off to come to our community and terrorize a local business is unacceptable.
Apparently, you can only dance and sing for 3 hours before you start getting cranky.
3 hours? Damn.
They should be held
accountable. Like
The
30
LA
minutes.
Attorney's Office says while inside the yard house at the Shoreline Village in Long Beach before the arrest, the off-duty agent, Isaiah Hodgson, walked into the women's restroom and approached a woman inside. When she saw his gun, she alerted restaurant employees.
Wait, Mikey, this dude's not like trans?
Nope.
I thought only the trans people did that.
Nope. Just a random fucking drunk dude.
Just drunk white guys?
Walking into the fucking women's room, pulling guns, showing off weapons to people. Totally not making them feel threatened.
Maybe, and this is just me, we should just not allow dudes with guns in bathrooms. Is there a law against that?
Yes.
Okay.
So I think to keep the bad guy with a gun out of the bathroom, you need a good guy, a good girl with a shotgun in the bathroom.
Just waiting.
Camping.
Like fucking Call of Duty.
Camping in the corner.
Standing on the sink, crouched.
prone on the sink.
Dude opens the door. Oh, wrong door.
Sorry. Shock 6 ready.
Hodgson realized that Yard House employees called security. He left the restaurant and was confronted here by security officers.
Hey, get the fuck out of that bathroom. Where are you going?
Who told
I'll
me
throw my radio at you.
In this parking lot, Long Beach police officers showed up. That's when Hodgson reported.
Nice walk-in.
That was good. I like that.
Nice walk-in.
In this parking lot, Long Beach police officers showed up. That's when Hodgson reportedly became agitated, physical with officers, injuring one of them. Then officers tased him and took him into custody.
When
Yeah, he got fucking tased. Good for him.
To break the law.
Body cam. Body cam.
Yes.
Body cam.
Release the footage.
Like, look, if we're going into this like barbaric, horrible thing, I want to see that guy's tape. I want to see it.
They should be held accountable no matter who they work for. And as a public servant, I'll tell you firsthand, we're never off duty. We're held accountable and we reflect on the agency and the culture of the agencies we serve.
And if you don't want that added responsibility of being a government worker and seemingly having to be a role model 24/7, then don't take the job.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately the way it is. You have the public trust. You cannot abuse it.
I assume if you didn't take the job, you wouldn't have to have a. Well, I mean, what state is this in?
LA.
California. They probably wouldn't have to be allowed to have a gun all the time then. Like just out and about in his waistband, which is fucking wild. Who's still putting guns in their waistband?
People who like their butthole with an extra hole in it. Dude, you do not want to fucking shoot yourself. Like, I do not understand how these guys just like rocket in their pants. Like, dude, like the ass shot is bad.
Yeah.
You do not want to be like missing valuable bits because you fucking decided to put your gun in your crotch. Like,
it's not all ice cream and Lieutenant Dan like in Forrest Gump.
God.
Indicative of a broader culture that should be addressed, that our communities should be respected and protected. Point blank, period.
We are working to get surveillance footage from some of the cameras here on local businesses around the Yard House, which may have caught pieces of the incident that took place here Monday night. We've also reached out to property management. So far, no word on the officers.
TMZ is like, we have $1 million, Mr. $10 an hour intern at this bar security firm. You give me that, you just give me that disc and you never saw me. How's that sound? Just say you lost it. We'll get it. But there you go. Bastions of truth and justice, drunk fucking Border Patrol agents fist fighting with the goddamn police.
Goddamn.
So that they had to get fucking tased.
Now at noon.
Mikey, I got one quick one for you because the chat seems to be
okay.
They very much want discussion, so there we go. All right. Like a quick minute on Hulk Hogan reporting on what actually happened to him and why he's currently no longer alive.
Hello there, my very good friends. Andy here for What Culture Wrestling to report that Hulk Hogan has passed away at 71 years old. The news just broke.
Oh, the Hyde thing, yes.
Thank you.
Broke within the past half hour or so. It was TMZ who had this first, noting that earlier today medics were sent out to Hogan's home in Clearwater, Florida. This morning, he had apparently, according to the operators, suffered a cardiac arrest. Now, apparently there were a slew of police cars and EMTs outside of Hogan's house. I'm just reading this to you from the article here because it's all very new.
I was just clapping that they diagnosed it so quickly.
Ambulance
and
the police who responded to the call at 9:51 a.m. Hogan was treated by fire and rescue personnel before he was taken to hospital. When he got to the hospital, he was pronounced dead. There will be apparently additional details to be announced by the police later on today. And it comes following a pretty turbulent period regarding Hogan's health.
Yeah, it exploded apparently.
Towards his health. Bubba the Love Sponge, who was a years-long associate of Hogan, had speculated a lot and
the what
information out there.
Bubba the Love Sponge, he was
a couple of days ago.
He was on a shock show.
Something adjacent to hospice care, basically.
Howard Stern.
Trying to avoid that specific word. And about a month or so ago, there were rumors that Hogan was on what was described as his deathbed. That was covered by TMZ at the time as well. TMZ later clarified that actually he was just dealing with symptoms suffered following a neck procedure that he'd undergone in May. So that, kind of dissipated. Today we have learned that Hulk Hogan has passed away. What on earth can I possibly say about Hulk Hogan and his wrestling legacy within the space of a single one-person video? It's impossible to fully capture the significance of Terry Bollea to pro wrestling as an art form, to its rise from what it was in the 80s to WWE going national.
Yeah.
Search of wrestling, to jumping ship to
These
WCW,
guys don't like Hogan,
Monday
so I'm
Night
sure they'll
Wars
bring
is
up
very
his
important role in
racism.
the company there for the competition. His groundbreaking, really, and I'm speaking objectively here, his industry-changing work as both a face and a heel will never be replicated in this sport. There's a very short list of people who are responsible for creating
Macho
wrestling
Man
as
all
we
the
know
way,
it
right?
today, and he's certainly one of them. So, yeah, there's a lot to go over here, man. Look, it's Hulk Hogan. It's a very complicated case because his career, I mean, in the 80s, obviously, he went supernova in WWE. He forged that babyface character after coming over, after transferring from the AWA. He was in these, wrestled all over the world by this point, of course.
His skin tone
But
will
he
never be
crafts that
replicated.
superhero character, that larger-than-life red.
That's what Trump's going for.
All real American
The Hogan
persona.
tone.
The Hogan red.
Built around for so many years. He offered a more bombastic and loud and kind of rock and roll style presentation to pro wrestling that was in line with what Vince McMahon wanted.
I always hated him for pretending to know how to play guitar.
This could be
Oh,
more than
yeah,
wrestling, and it
I
should be
know.
an all-round entertainment product. And he was the perfect hero for that era, just as Bruno Sammartino was in decades prior.
And he had Jimi Hendrix as his opening theme for a while.
Class hero. Hulk Hogan was the superhero for that new era. A tremendous foil for a great many heels in WWE, opposite the likes of the Iron Sheik and Roddy Piper and later Randy Savage after the Mega Powers exploded.
Anyway,
the glazing god.
Yeah, that is what happened to Hulk Hogan. His heart just exploded.
Good. Speaking of hearts exploding.
Disturbance on a flight from Atlanta to Arizona. A video is going viral of a woman being detained by another passenger. Catherine Patterson spoke with the passenger who prevented what could have been a medical emergency.
Yes.
Nicole Pruitt is no stranger to traveling by air, and she took the first chance she could get to hit the skies and meet her new grandson in Tucson.
She gonna see the new grandbaby. Oh, and somebody decided to make a mess on the plane.
A little jitters.
no.
Like, oh, I can't wait to get my hands on him. But 20 minutes into the flight from Atlanta, she says another passenger started trying to storm the cockpit and the main entrance of the plane.
Oh,
She didn't want to be on the plane anymore. She said God told her to do it. She had a call in. And I'm just like, wait a minute. I don't know about this conversation you got going on, but not today. The 26-year Army
You say you better talk to Jesus when you land. Hold up.
sprung into action, detaining the woman with her family in Tucson and late husband in the front of her mind. Nobody else was doing nothing, so I just literally knew I had to do something. I got to make it home to my kids, my children.
You said, nah, crazy lady, you about to get gripped up.
My grandchildren. On the ground in southern Arizona, her son and father of 3, Tyreek, was nervous, only getting bits and pieces of what exactly was happening as he waited at the airport.
Those are kids on that plane that have a whole life to live. Those are grandparents on that plane. Those are parents on that plane. Those are just people full of life and potential. So
when he finally found out how his mom stepped in, he said that that's just the kind of person she is.
I'm not surprised. Sometimes it's just a natural instinct and you got to get it.
She was not to let some little crazy blonde lady crash this plane. Either if it comes down to like beating the shit out of her or dying in a plane crash, she made that. It was easy. It was an easy equation. Easy.
He wanted to share with the rest of the world his mom's courage in those crucial moments.
So I had no idea that I was what I was getting myself into when I did that.
Millions of views and comments started pouring in, full of love and support for Nicole.
I need Mama Nikki on my flight. I fly next week.
Family and friends I know, it's like, girl, I seen the video. I'm so proud of you. We reached out to Delta Airlines and they told us, quote, Delta sincerely appreciates the actions of our crew and customers for de-escalating this situation. We apologize to our customers for the delay and thank them for their understanding. While they're glad everyone was safe, Nicole and Tyreek say the whole ordeal makes them see the world just a little bit differently.
It just teaches you to be grateful for what you have and understand that it can be gone in an instant.
Look, we not playing these games with y'all. Do not try to crash no motherfucking plane with our black asses on it. We ain't playing it. You will get fucked up. You lucky you got restrained and you got zip tied up. Motherfucker, you better stop playing with us. We ain't got, you know how expensive flights are, and she's going to go see the grandbaby? The brand new grandson? Nah. You finna get your ass whooped. We finna fight. It's gonna be a fight today. I think I got one more.
Oh, I have a quick the Dropkick Murphys, punk band. They decided that they were no longer going to be part of a festival because the owner of the festival is a MAGA supporter, and they're like, there's no place in punk rock for MAGA people. And so we are not going to do any festivals who are run by this organization. I wish I could find the article again. Here we go. 1 second. They said punk rock and Donald Trump don't belong together. So upon finding out that Brouhaha Promotions donated to the Trump campaign, we will no longer be playing any more Punk in the Park shows. And the far right ain't the new punk.
That's right. Did they think that it was going to be?
I think that there are some people who think that like the far right is the new like fucking punk. But like I don't know where I heard this from, and maybe it was a recent video, but like punk has always been about like leftist ideas, like pro-union, pro-treating people respectably. Like punk music, especially like the Dropkick Murphys. The Dropkick Murphys are all about like the workers and fucking, you know, rights and unions and all that shit. Like even at their shows. I went to one of their shows last year, and for rock music, it was the nicest audience I've ever seen. Like everyone was like super fucking cool.
Dude, punk crowds are like the wokest motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
Like, they might look the gruffest and like the most willing to get into a fight. The metalheads look, especially if they're gothic, they just look so fucking, they have to walk like vampires because they have so much shit on. But the punk dudes are always fucking chill.
Yeah.
Always.
Like we weren't on the floor, but like we could see the floor from where even like the mosh pit was respectable. It wasn't like people trying to like destroy each other. They were just having a good time.
Yeah. Listen to music hard with your friends.
Yeah. And we made friends with the people that we were sitting next to. And like, we're all just there to listen to punk music and have a good time.
Oh, I don't know if we covered did we cover the guy who got arrested for not having his fucking wipers or his lights on?
No, but I've seen that several times on my Instagram now.
I think we might have.
Prosecutors in Jacksonville, Florida have decided not to file charges against the cops who repeatedly punched a black man during an arrest. Nobody is shocked by that. In February, in a traffic stop, William McNeil Jr. refused to exit his vehicle after requesting a supervisor multiple times. In response, the officers broke McNeil's window and struck him several times in the head. Following the announcement that no charges would be pursued, McNeil and his family held a news conference with their attorneys, Harry Daniels, as well as Ben Crump.
He's my firstborn. He's also my only son. I have 4 children. He is the only boy. I have 3 girls. The day I seen that video, I couldn't finish it past the window breaking. It wasn't until maybe a few months ago I finally finished the whole video. But I'm thankful to God for protecting him, because I know what the outcome could have been. But I believe in faith in God.
Well, I mean, God would have stopped the cop from fucking punching him in the goddamn face.
Yeah.
Let's see. Here we go.
And to see all my kids not being able to wake up in the morning and get a phone call saying your child is gone. That's a hurting feeling, but I thank God. Yes. Because God got him.
First of all, I want to thank God for bringing everybody here together. And thank y'all for.
So you can see his tooth is severely chipped.
Damn, they took the tooth on him?
Yeah. And his tooth punctured his lip.
Dude, he was like complying.
Yes.
Like the cops were being assholes and he was still complying all the way up until where they beat the shit out of him for no reason.
Literally.
And he kept saying, please, can I see a supervisor? And I'm saying, if you're a black, all these people talk about, well, just comply. We have done way too many of these stories, Scott, where a black man complies on a routine traffic stop and the family is then having a funeral.
Yeah, and this kid survived. So let me tell you, whenever we do these videos, I like to take your listeners and viewers into the video, because what you don't see here, and this gets back to police training, this is a problem with police training. There is not one cop there who is trying to de-escalate the situation.
Nope.
What's the rush? He's in the car. He's not going anywhere. He wants to see a supervisor. In most jurisdictions, once you ask for a supervisor, all police conduct stops unless he is a threat to himself or a threat to the officer or to the community. So you wait there until the supervisor.
And this is where local politics comes in. Because if this happens in your city, and then the next city council meeting comes up and the chief of police, his fat ass better fucking be there, and you have your opportunity to redress him. And if he doesn't have an answer for it, then you advocate to get rid of his punk ass and put somebody in there that will fucking be accountable.
Yeah, and I know that there are different jurisdictions among different levels of law enforcement. Like there's, you know, local police and there's sheriffs, and they all have different training.
Highway patrol, state
highway patrols, yeah, state police. But when you're pulled over and you're complying with the police officers and you ask for the supervisor, then like Roland said, that's kind of the next logical step. Yeah. Go get your supervisor, because you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Clearly things are out of control, and the supervisor is there to hopefully de-escalate the situation. But they say, oh, you want a supervisor? Oh, you're going to try and get me in trouble? I'll get you in trouble. And they just get all defensive about it. It's like, if you would have acted rationally, perhaps the person wouldn't have asked for a supervisor.
Right. Or, you know, ask them, hey, can I have your name and your badge number? Like, so since you're harassing me.
A long sleeve polo at that.
It just has the police logo on it.
Come. Now, technically, he's got to obey a police order. But the fact that he disobeys a police order in most jurisdictions is a violation or a misdemeanor. And again, what is the rush? Why break the window and grab him out and take him out? Because they've been trained that once you disobey a police order or directive, then all bets are off. You can use force, sometimes deadly force inappropriately, in order to get compliance to a police order that may be innocuous, may not mean anything. If his light was out, you give him a ticket and you keep going. But that's not what they did. No de-escalation. And so the training in police departments across this country have got to have a de-escalation factor in there, where you may not like him disagreeing with you or not agreeing with your order, but he's exercising his constitutional right. He's not threatening you. He doesn't have a gun.
But this is the small government that everybody's asking for.
Yeah.
Right? Cops with complete impunity to just harass people all the time. And this is unfortunately another one of those things. I mean, the First Amendment auditors, I haven't seen them on any ICE raids. They haven't been following around the ICE people. The people have rights and due process in my Fourth and Fifth Amendment. Yeah, where the fuck y'all been?
Yeah.
Dead quiet. Not a peep from any of the auditors, any of the First Amendment auditors out there. None of them are documenting any of this. None of them are looking at the tyranny all over the country, all of people's civil rights being trampled on. Nothing from them. But I'm sure they'll find another something to make themselves the center of attention about. Speaking of which, But yes, this is where local politics kicks in. Like local police, like a city's police department, like the Chicago Chicago PD is huge, but like, I don't know, your local town, you can have an impact on that. And if the people around your neighborhood don't know that something happened, use social media to your fucking advantage. Tell us, tell me, send it in.
I would say one good example of, and this is like a big city, one good example of being able to redress the police is whenever you see videos of people yelling at the LAPD chief of police, or like those people. Like there was a very good one from like the pandemic where it was a virtual meeting and the dude was like, hey, police chief so-and-so, fuck you for the way that you handled the protests, you piece of shit. Like,
yeah.
But there was another one recently where they were talking about what happened in LA recently, and I think it was a dude who came up and was like, how dare you use batons for non-aggressive actions by the protesters? Like, you weren't using batons the way that you're legally allowed to use them. You were using them to like kneecap people while they were trying to protest.
Right.
Like that and that's the kind of stuff that like police get out of hand with. And when they have these meetings, you're right, Mike, you should go there. You should be like, hey, stop doing that bullshit.
Or all of your asses are out of there, or whatever representative that you do have. Because if you have a mayor, you probably have a student council, because the mayor is just not in charge of everything and gets to handle everything themselves.
Right.
It's by committee. Those members of that committee are swayable.
Right.
And especially if you bring any kind of attention to them and you threaten that a podcast is going to start covering, they'll start moving in your direction. They'll start, because they just want to be unseen. They want to keep it low level, just do some small stuff. They don't want no national attention. You better tell them to act right, or we will be on their ass.
It's to the point where I've encountered this in a few towns that I've lived in. The city council, they put into the rules that they're not allowed to respond to your public comments after you give them. Like, they purposefully rule themselves silent because they don't want to get mixed up in whatever you're talking about.
So and thank you for your comment. Next, please.
Yeah. I've gone up there several times addressing them directly, saying that they're terrible and they don't say anything. And I was like, the fact that you don't say anything just proves how ineffective you are.
Right. Mikey Tim, exactly. Where are they not reporting that? Everywhere. And I need people to like really understand, especially in the States, we are the self-correcting mechanism for our government. So if you abdicate your duty and if you don't give a shit, then it is easier for dumbasses with spray tan to take over shit. Like, you have to be part of it. Like, you're a grown-up now. You're officially a grown-up. You can no longer just, that's for somebody else to take. No, it's you now. It's all of us now. If you can watch football every week and you have 57 different fantasy teams, you know every team's lineup, you can know what fucking districts you are and who your representatives are.
Right.
It's like 6 people that you'll have to learn for who represents you in Congress. It's not so bad.
And I'm going to put a link in the chat. If you do live in the States and you want to know who your reps are and you don't know, well, there's this handy website called USA.gov. You can look them up all the way down to like your city council members. If you don't live in the States, I'm sure there's a website for you for that. I don't know, maybe.
But I mean, I think the what's it called? The principles translate.
Yeah. But you know, if you don't know who your reps are and you want to know, that site is available, and they give you all the way down to, like I said, your city council member. And I will say, having worked for a congressperson for a while, there's like a delineation between what the federal government handles and what the state government handles, and what local government handles. Like, the federal government's not going to deal with like utility issues, court issues, any issues that you have with like a State Department or the police. The state government deals with all that. So if you do have an issue with the police, contact your attorney general.
Yeah.
That's a good place to start. Contact your governor. That's also a good place to start. Contact your mayor. I mean, police are like the mayor is like their direct report almost. But fuck it, go to the top, man. Like attorney general, that's his job, is to investigate shit.
He's like, you said what? Someone did what? Because they'll take an easy win if it's an obvious case. They're like, and this is when I cracked down on the dirty cops and I cleaned up the police department. Like they'll take an easy win.
Yeah. And despite what you see on like cop shows, like the cops and the state attorney general don't like work for each other. They're separate things. So if you're contacting the attorney general about a police department that is corrupt or they're doing things they shouldn't be doing, they're going to get investigated.
Hold on, this is so good.
She put him on. What that answer we called 911. Okay. Over there. There was shouting going back.
This is chaotic on purpose. I want you guys to just pick up what happened.
Back and forth between these folks and the people inside. Okay. A bunch of profanity. I'm trying to calm them down.
Me, everything, so you got to ask no questions twice. She in the store shopping. For a moment. I don't even want to talk to him because he's trying to act like he understands. I can.
All right, can we talk over here?
We can talk over there. I don't even.
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him. All right. What's your name, man?
Hey, get the fuck out of here, new guy.
Kanisha, all right. What's going on? What happened?
Long story short, I was in there trying to get some meat.
Where?
In the deli area.
We just have to be specific.
Where the boys had meat at.
Got it.
With me trying to get meat, the lady came with the baby. I saw her with the baby in the buggy. So I moved up. I told my baby, I said, come on, babe, move up. I said, because she could at least said, excuse me. That's all I said. What, bitch? What you got, motherfucker, say? I said, bitch. The fuck you mean? I said you could have said, excuse me. I ain't have to get out your way. Oh, you don't know, because people be packing. People be packing. Oh, what you trying to say? You packing? Okay, and so the what? Oh, she pulled him up.
So you're standing in line at the deli. You're trying to get your sliced, delicious boar's head meat. Lady comes through with the baby bassinet. You say, come on, y'all. Move up, party of mine. Let's get out of their way since they're going to ram right into us. Bitch. Bitch. And then a gun is pulled?
I don't remember.
But she pulled it out?
She pulled the bitch out. And I say, okay, and so what the fuck you got a gun? My auntie came up to defend me. She pulled a gun out on me.
Like, what did she say? Did she say anything verbally? She threatened you?
I don't even remember what she said because the tissue was so high. But you could see it on camera when she pulled the gun out. I say, you better put it up. Then she took the little pink case off the gun, whatever covers it. And then she held that. She was like, yeah, I got a gun. Yeah, I got a gun in front of everybody.
Yo, boar's head meat is to die for.
Oh, don't we have a Jordan Peterson? You live for it or you die for it?
You live for it and you die for it.
Kira, stop. She's trying to escape.
Y'all don't see that motherfucking gun in her head? Y'all don't rush past her to us. Oh, because we black home, we got to be the issue.
Who was doing that? You said
the police employees came rushing us like we was like, y'all calm down, y'all calm down. What the fuck you mean? She got a gun. She holding it right here in y'all face. I don't give a fuck.
Do you have ID on you?
I do. I want that police employee that witness.
Okay, we'll get it.
And I want this bitch to go to jail.
Have it at a Publix.
On that whole, I don't give a fuck that she got a 2-week-old baby and going through postpartum depression because I told that bitch I got a 1-year-old and I had a set of twins. My son died, but she don't see me in here trying to jump on my. So I don't give a fuck about that weekend postpartum shit.
Take a deep breath.
Now this bitch going to jail. She better breastfeed her motherfucking baby from county.
Ma'am?
Unless I know she getting charged first against
Ms.
her.
Davis.
I'm listening.
Take a deep breath.
My phone, I can't.
I know, just try.
I can't.
Just try it.
No.
Bro, just do what you're trying to do. Stop trying to police her emotions. You're not a therapist. Just take down the facts, dude.
Ain't no calm down. I just need to know what's gonna happen. Because if that was my black ass in the store with a gun, permit or not, if I'd have pulled that, you mean to tell me you don't think everybody would try to take me down like I was a motherfucking bandit? All this we got going on in the U.S. of A, and bitches out here waving guns. That's normal. I'm supposed to accept that with my child. I'm supposed to accept that. Oh, okay. So I ain't bust a bitch in the shit, although I should have. Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, this girl, she going through a lot because she got a baby. She got a 2-week-old baby. So I could have beat the fuck out of her. I could have. I really could have because she didn't want to pull that motherfucking trigger. She thought because she pulled that motherfucking gun out, we was going to be scared, but she had the right motherfucker. What she didn't know.
Can you write us a statement?
I just verbally gave you a statement.
I understand that.
Listen, I ain't going to be able to write nothing for you.
You want to press charges, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so I need you to write me a statement. Okay?
Yeah.
What did you see happen?
Or you could write the statement because you got a fucking body cam.
Yeah, just
Go
fucking
transcribe that shit for
yeah.
me. I just went through some shit.
So I saw a white lady.
Poor guy. He's just trying to, you know what I mean? He wanted to be in the grocery department, but he got hired in the deli. It's a different union. He didn't know that, but okay,
oh man,
2 weeks over here. Well, maybe I'm training.
Grocery unions are fucking crazy, bro.
There's like 4 in every store.
Bumped into the other lady.
Okay.
And she was upset. She was like,
who was upset?
The black lady was upset. She was like, can you say excuse me? And then the white lady started being very aggressive and cussing at the black lady. And the black lady obviously got offended by that. What really made it go explosive was when she called her a ghetto bitch. And then both of the ladies got very mad at each other. And then the white lady threatened the black lady and said, keep coming towards me. And I'm going to pull out my gun. And then she got very offended that someone threatened her, and they kept arguing. And then the white lady pulled out her gun and put it in the air. And she pulled the gun out several times and threatened to use it. She just kept waving in the air.
Drawing and putting it back and drawing and putting it back.
Fucking Yosemite Sam over here.
Blam, blam.
Blam, 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 blam.
The black ladies were just kind of like, what the heck's going on? You're threatening to shoot someone over this.
She pulled out that gun so fast.
Where did she pull it from?
I don't know when she put it out.
Okay.
She had to put it out. Look, she had it in her hand. I've never been in a situation like this. And I'm from New York.
Yeah.
She had to have had it with this hand because when she went like this, it was pointed right at my stomach. Like that gun could have went off and hit my stomach. But I do not believe that lady intentionally meant to point it at me because she was looking at that.
Is this your wife?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me?
Is this the lady?
No, this is the wife.
Story.
We got over into the corner. My wife's like, I got a gun. I'm getting scared. We have the 3-week-old. Back up, back up. I have a gun. Back up. I have a gun.
I gotta check on her. I'll be right back.
One lady goes, I don't care. I'm from the penitentiary. 6 years. I'll take you there. Beat you the whole way there. My wife's like, we have the baby. Back up, back up.
Tell me what happened.
I came in to get a public stuff and some drinks for my babies. I came in, I got Mountain Dew. I went around, we got Gatorade. I went around. I wanted a plain-made sub. We're standing in front of subs, reading the subs. And I hear, dumb white bitch could have said, excuse me. And I turned around and I said, what? Before you know it, both of them were they went nuts and were coming at me. So then I'm telling them I have a 2-week-old baby, back off. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, stop. Like, what? I said, excuse me, it's not that big of a deal. At this point, yelling and screaming that they'll freaking whip my ass. The big girl and the other girl's yelling, you don't know her. You don't know her. She'll whoop you, da-da-da-da-da. At this point, I'm so scared for me, my wife, the baby, the public employees. They're acting nuts. I pulled my gun out of my purse with my pink holster on it. And I said, I have a gun, back off. Don't know more.
Man, you're still threatening people in a fucking store, man.
And stop. So at that point, they got more angry when they seen the gun. They went like ballistic, like literally ballistic. You're gonna pull a gun and shoot me. What? My intentions was not to shoot anyone. My intentions.
Man, you pulled out a gun. Your intentions was to do something.
Whoa, she's got a gun. Maybe we should just stop or back off or just de-escalate or something. I don't think I'll ever pull my gun on somebody again because that went from 0 to 60 and it got 10 times worse. I kept it down beside me. At one point, I went up like this. I said, I have a gun. Stop what you're doing. Stop. This is enough. Stop. I have a baby. Stop.
At any point, they tried to hit you, strike you.
Oh, yeah, her voice is the worst.
What point?
At the point where the managers got in between us.
Did they swing at you? Now, I'm not saying whether they got in front of you and started screaming. Did at any time they swung at you or anything, or hit you or strike you or anything?
Yes, at the point where they were coming at me.
That's not what I'm asking.
The manager stepped
That's not what I'm asking. At any point, did they swing at you or hit you, strike you?
Everything happened so fast.
Everything happened so fast.
Okay, so you were not
physically
The cop over there knows. He's heard that before.
they were going to take those public employees out and get to me and my two people. And if you look at all the stuff on the news and all these crazy people snatching babies, throwing them up without things and all nuts these days.
Did they try to snatch your baby?
They were coming at me full force, yelling,
I get it.
they were gonna whoop me and hurt me.
Did they whoop you?
No, they didn't get a chance. If you look in the camera,
100%. Who goes to the store with a fucking gun in your handbag?
my fucking baby. They're coming at me too like this, coming at me right up on me. I'm protecting my heart. What was I supposed to do? Let them grab me. Let them grab her. Take the chance.
I understand you say you were
Then I
backing,
wouldn't
but
have been able to grab my gun. I wouldn't have been able to even get to it how they got me. If they would have got their hands on me, how would I have got to my gun?
Man, this lady is out of her goddamn mind.
try to hit you or
Yes, they were coming at me to hit me. Yes, sir, they were.
Okay, did they have their hand? I
cameras,
did look
honey.
at the camera. That's why I'm asking you.
Yes.
Okay.
It was literally like those managers could not stop them. Those women looked like they were about to beat those Publix managers. That's why I pulled my gun. I didn't pull my gun just for myself and my daughter and my wife. I pulled my gun for those Publix employees as well because those women were going nuts.
Okay. So once you pulled
That's
the
why
gun,
your Publix manager in the blue came up and said, I don't feel safe with you leaving with them going out there. When they left, there must have been 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them that came out that door. A fleet of them went out that door.
fleet of who?
The people that were angry.
I'm still gonna yell that.
It wasn't just 3 women. At first, 3 women, when they came running out that door, and me and my wife was coming out this door, they went going out that door, still screaming their insanities. Coming to the
So I pulled my gun for the cashiers.
won't make it out the parking lot is what they're screaming at me.
Once you pulled the gun and you stated that you had a gun, what did you do with it?
I held it beside my side like this.
Hang tight for a second, okay? I mean, she had plenty. She could have kept walking. She could have kept walking. She wasn't being surrounded.
You can see my.
Yeah, but there's a manager in there. She could have kept walking. She could have kept. There was.
I'm not saying that you couldn't. I'm just saying you can see we're trying to keep.
I get it. Yeah. Do me a favor, stand up.
Ooh, she's getting arrested.
Thank you for your cooperation. I'll let you see your baby before we leave.
I made it back just in time.
She getting arrested because she light her ass off.
Give me a second.
Am I going to that big Orlando jail?
You don't have a bond.
Jersey, don't leave me there. Jersey, I don't even know how to do this. I don't either. Oh my God.
They'll help you at the jail. They'll explain the process. They'll give you.
Can I get out tonight? I don't ever want that gun.
No, dumb bitch. You
No.
pulled a gun on people. You're not going home tonight.
Yo, her explanation for why she pulled the gun is fucking wild. What is it? Tons of Mice put it up. Where is it? He said, Tons of Mice said, I pulled the gun for the cashiers.
I was protecting everybody else
I was protecting the Publix people.
by flashing guns at people.
The cop kept giving her like ways to get out. Like the cop asked Assassin, did they try to swing at you? Were they trying to hurt you or your baby? And she kept saying, well, they were coming at me. So I thought they were. But the cop was like, okay, but did they actually hit you?
No.
Of course
No.
not.
Because
And they're like,
little Karen.
and they're like,
what
what
is
did
going to threaten somebody?
They're like, what'd you do after you pulled your gun? She's like, well, I held it at my side. And then they showed the clip of them looking at the video, obviously. And then they were talking to the manager and they're like, yeah, that's not what happened.
She lied.
I'll take it in front.
Well, it's evidence now. So
I don't want it.
Okay,
Can
come
I
on.
please have 2 minutes to talk to my wife and kiss
In
my
there.
baby?
And over there. Not right now. Okay?
Okay.
You have a bond.
Can I kiss my baby goodbye?
Not right now,
please,
ma'am.
please?
No.
Now you all about kisses.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a gun. I got a gun. Can I just kiss my baby? Are you the victim or the predator? Which is it?
Will be calm. I promise everyone can hold me. I just want to give my 2-week-old a kiss.
She was charged with aggravated assault with a firearm and improper exhibition of a weapon.
That's why you can't just do whatever the fuck you want in this country. We might have a lot of guns. We got a lot of rules too. You can't just do whatever you want with them.
Oh man.
So I think I need to go make lunch for somebody who is losing her cool, but she's very sleepy.
Oh, Mrs. Famine, no.
No, she's I always have like half a PB&J and a cup of coffee ready for her for when she gets home.
Yes, I have to make dinner by a certain time. Otherwise, my wife gets unruly.
Yeah. They get very cranky if they don't eat.
Yeah. Maybe. Who knows?
Of course she did. Of course she did.
She also like greatly exaggerated the number of people that like were there. She was like 9 of them left together. Like they were a fucking horde of people.
This gang.
Yeah.
It's always a gang. We're always in a gang. It's not just them shopping with their kids.
Right. So yeah, like and subscribe. We're getting to 1,000 by the end of August. September 1st, we will have 1,000.
We will.
Or else. Also become a member because there's cool member videos. I'm going to put up the pizza making video, and I also recorded me making food yesterday. I made braised beef bolognese.
Ooh.
Yeah. With pappardelle pasta.
We forgot to talk about Candace Owens getting sued by the French president.
Oh yes, we did forget that.
Prime Minister. Prime Minister or president? Prime Minister.
President? I think it's president.
President Macron.
Yeah. Also, patreon.com/BuT podcast. Become a patron and watch us on Twitch. Like and subscribe. Twitch.tv/BuT podcast.
Give us your Bezos bucks. Give us your Bezos bucks.
I love the Bezos bucks. And we will be back later tonight with an episode of Unbox Politics.
Dude, you really are. You're real ugly.
It's death. Death. Oh, that's good.
No, it's a good show. It's not death. It isn't death.
We'll be joined by Ali and Mark, and we'll make fun of some stuff.
And the girls are fighting, aren't they?
Oh, there's gonna be some fancy editing in this next food video because it took a while, so I gotta make some fancy edits.
You want some help?
Maybe yeah. I gotta put all it's. We'll talk about it later, but it's several videos that have to be smushed together.
Okay, we're out of here.
We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.